life with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a rock. Can I get a rock? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a bit. Don't live Mary's life with those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a rock? Rock. You can get a rock. Rock. The object of the day to put a smile on your face. All the fans know how much he appreciates. Rock. You can get a rock. Rock. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Beardo's got your back, and just like that, you get a rock. Can I get a rock? You can get a rock. Rock. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a rock? Rock. You can get a rock. Rock. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Beardo's got your back, and just like that, you get a rock. Can I get a rock? You can get a rock. Rock. Rock.
Do my eyes deceive me? Spaghetti Paranormali, the first one in. Jesus Christ. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I don't know what we're going to do today, because reaction content keeps getting me in trouble. So yeah, basically, all of the Florida Man stuff that I was reacting to has all been copyright claimed. All of it. Oh dear. It's weird with text on the screen. I should do that on the main channel, I think. Spangelo, Stuart Quinn, Vicky Emming, Richard Larson, Alexis Artemis, Grim Soul Taker, Glasgow Ghost Hunters, Fantastic Sarah. I hang out in... I quite often don't get to hang out in communities that I have fun in and enjoy. Last night before I went to bed, I hung out in Fantastic's live stream. How fun! There's some animations over there I ain't too sure of. There was an AI animation and a song about me eating jam. Crow, you dick. Catherine Lawrence, hello, Wendy Wu, Alexis Artemis, Laura Wilson, Holly, Dion's Paranormal Pursuits, Glitter Flame, Christian, Wheels the OG. Hey, Wheels, do you remember Unseen Halloween that we used to game with? She found the main channel last night. Yeah, I know, I have surprised you. You absolutely have. What's up, Wheels? With the Karens safe. Yeah, the Karens haven't been taken down yet, but... Well, not taken down. They'll allow it, but they claim all the revenue back. Obviously, donations and subs and shit. They don't touch that, but ad revenue, because after I've done the live streams on this channel, I monetize them. I get slapped the shit out of by copyright. So obviously, what I'm either going to have to do is get you guys to send me clips, put those clips into a video, and then react to that video while I've got like a filter or something over it. Something I got to work on, or I make reaction videos on this channel as its main sort of thing, and then these lives as something else again. Beardo, you saved my table. I was watching Creaky Blinder. Oh my god. Oh god. What? Is Creaky Blinder live? He's not live on a Monday, is he? I've seen the Creaky Blinder, and yeah, I've seen his recent stuff. Do you know what the Christian guys he's arguing with? How can they be so intelligent in one sentence and so fucking stupid in the other? You're not green today. That's because the lights are red and blue, and I'm wearing a black headband. Can't believe... No, they didn't copyright strike me. They copyright claimed me. But my live stream was taken down. Fantastic is innocent. I still catch on the content now and again. Cool. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun in I've never gone to Fantastics and ever been bored or not enjoyed it over there. And yeah, if you're at a loose end and you see Fantastic is live, go and check the community out. I mean, especially if you want your messages read, she's only roughly 2 to 10 minutes behind the chat, whereas Crow and Seg are days behind the chat. And I, not so much on this channel, but I have to quickly skim chat and sort of pick out things. Seg's always behind because he has to read so much. But she's got some really, really good, funny Stream Deck buttons over there aimed at a lot of people in the community. What kind of clips can you send? Anything that's not paranormal, but the reaction will be weird then because I'll have seen the clip to drop it into editing software to put filters over it, unless I mute it while I'm editing it. Yeah, so nothing paranormal. We're all a bunch nice of Apple. Yes, you are, Cass. Very nice Apple, all of you. Mike's Mysteries, how you doing? Big time, Ando. How many bandanas do I have? These are just, they're like stretchy headbands, but I've got 5 of them. I've got tons of bandanas. There was one on the shelf over there. I got loads of bandanas because I wear them anyway. At least you're not dressed like it's St. Patrick's Day again. Get out. Nice bunch of people on series. Yeah, I quite often enjoy going into... I don't mean this disrespectfully to any of them. I do quite enjoy going into the smaller communities. If I go into a larger live stream and I say, hey, it blows up with however many people saying hi, Beardo. Whereas if I go into the smaller ones, that's done quicker because there's less people, and then I can just chill with people. And then the content creators don't have to scroll forever. It's cool. It's really cool. Obviously, Bristol Paranormal Hunters are another one. Spaghetti Paranormali, I like hanging out with those. Obviously, Spaghetti streamed last night. For the time he was on, I literally left stream, came off, had food with my daughter. Then we had some bits and pieces to do because we've got stuff going on in our real lives. We're not putting anything out about it. But yeah, so it's nice to chill in these smaller debunking adjacent communities and just chilling with nice people, you know. And there's some fucking funny people in the community. Really, really funny. Just tell everyone now we are nice. We are on all of your lives. Fantastic, unless someone mentions white chocolate, tuna, and pineapple. Hey, listen, I am with Fantastic all the way here. If somebody likes white chocolate, the plank with them. Decent list of things I've seen as a paramedic. Well, that could be interesting. Thing is, if I was on Twitch, I could probably get away with much longer reaction videos, but it's such a ball ache right now. I finally peed myself with the ethereal... I've got to watch it today because I came out here this morning. I put the finishing touches to tonight's video. I finished the Jeremy Kyle video. Or did I do that No, I did that last night. Done some shorts about the Warrens, because I'm going to do a series of shorts, 100 reasons why I don't like the Warrens. Initially I put hate. I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to get called out for that. I'll take the white chocolate. Somebody else can have the plank. There's no ifs, buts, and or maybes. If you say anything about white chocolate in the positive over on Sarah's community, instead of getting hit with a hammer, you get made to walk the plank. And it's hilarious. How about Pearl Jam? Dusk got hit with another privacy claim in his latest video. Yeah. They've hit Flurio as well. They seem to be leaving me alone. Like, a lot of people are saying that it wasn't Frankie last night. I think it was the first time. I don't know about that second one. And it's like, well, why are the accounts so new and why has he got those letters and numbers on the end? Well, it's because he's been banned. So he's coming in with other accounts. I think initially he was trying to stop me going at him. Did you miss a good one last night? It was a good laugh last night. Last night's stream was hilarious. For all the wrong reasons, I got relentlessly mocked for 2 hours, even more so than normal, because I wore a green hairband and I had green lighting on. Now, I knew the headband and my green shirt were matching, so I wore them. But with the green and red lighting that I had, it made my skin yellow and everything else glow like I was nuclear. And I got the piss taken out of me as usual. But it was a lot of fun. Only 100 reasons. I bet I could go more than 100. But the plan is to get to 100. Just short form content, really quick videos. But if I can do 1,000, I'll do 1,000. What about dark chocolate? I like dark chocolate. That is more bad than the white chocolate. I like dark chocolate. You were looking like a green pineapple lover, hippie. You shagged pasta, shut the fuck up. Green was awesome. Thanks, Mike Mysteries. What flavour you vape into? Some strawberry something. Strawberry ice cream, I think it might be. Vicky Emming. Still loving the way people can't say your name. The Warrens suck, absolutely. I mean, I put a post out on Facebook the other day. What do you think did the most damage to the paranormal industry? YouTube or TV or whatever? And weirdly, the Warrens didn't come up once, and I thought they would. Because I think they ruined the paranormal. While they may have brought it to mainstream attention, they made it seem like everywhere you went had demons in it. The green shirt was a sight to behold. In a positive way. YouTube. And yet YouTube can't figure out the pattern. No, and they should be able to. You know, they've got better algorithm tracking than we as creators have. And they can't see that there's a community out there trying to silence us or upend those streams with troll accounts. Fucking bizarre. What are you thanking me for, you one? What are you thanking me for? What have I done? I like the headband really shows off the second best curtains on YouTube. It's too long for curtains now. I kind of look like fucking a Snape if I lived in a bin. Shrek had nothing on Beardo last night. What? What? Thank you very, very much, Paranormal Engineer. So, I posted on Facebook like 14 million video views. I find that incredible for my niche and stuff. One guy commented and he was like, I got 30 million, I haven't released a video in 4 years, so what? Like, well, clearly you don't appreciate your audience, dickhead. I think it might have been somebody winding me up, but there we go. I hope passing the evidence has come from the same clips, talking about the same people and their behaviour. We've given YouTube everything they need, and it's still evidence gathering. In fact, I've deleted it, but I recorded a video to put out one of my daytime videos for this week, when I was just like, Rob from Get Haunted. I was saying it like the end of every sentence, like a full stop, to see if I would get a privacy complaint every time I said his name. And then I was going to put his face popping up every time I said Rob. I was like, I'll get in trouble for that, surely, because then I am stoking the fire. I think I was one of the few that liked the green shirt and matching band. To be fair, Spinks, there was about 4 people out of 400 that appreciated the effort I went to look smart on stream. You do commentary, Purple and Mr. Grey playing glass? Absolutely fucking not. No. You got me through a bad Christmas. I was in and out of hospital since January the 2nd. Alright. Yeah, I'm glad we could help. Me and the community. Do anything unless they're facing a class action lawsuit or the government are telling them they'll be blocked from access to market. They are going to be facing government action. As far as I know, Sega's gone Australian authorities and American authorities. As he fucking should. As he should, because what they've done, you know, they've treated all of us quite poorly. But what they've done to Seg is criminal. Absolutely criminal. Homeless Snape. Beardo mocks himself better than I ever could. You're welcome. I was the one calling you a Green Ranger like 5 times. Congratulations. That's just what happened to Seg for flashing Rob's feet. Yeah, I was purposely going to wind him up because, you know, I don't fucking fear any of them. I'm not bothered by any of them. But then I'll make things worse for other people. I don't want to make things worse for other people. I don't have to stoke the fires for them lot to behave poorly, so I may as well just leave them to it. But then still stand side by side with everyone that they're targeting. We went for my MP. She's passing on what I'm raising, so we should all be in the UK. They show the committee hearings publicly. Ah. More Mr. Ballon. Yeah, we need that for this. That's going to be the second channel, Y-Files and Mr. Ballon. That'll be the main channel on a Tuesday. I'm trying to separate my content, everything paranormal adjacent on the main, and then everything else here. But obviously there's a bleed over. Obviously. Because most people found this channel through the paranormal, you know? Hey, Dust, how you doing? How many more claims have you had? Good morning, working at Lurk. Appreciate you, girly twirly. The tropical green reminds me of summer, so all good. See? It was bright and warm and comforting to some. And it comforted others by giving them the ability to mock me for 2 hours. Yeah, Cass was just talking about Dust Productions. Oh, what a fucking state, eh? What a state. The overgrown rodents saw Giz. Megan, are you drunk again? I don't think she drinks, but still. Maybe it'll die down. I received another false privacy complaint yesterday on my latest video. They're not going to stop. They're just going to keep going. Unfortunately. I mean, they haven't touched me for a while, hence I haven't really made any content, but I made one towards the end of the week because obviously you, Flurio, and Seg have had a new batch just so I can show my support, you know? And hopefully get more eyes on it and more complaints and more people on Twitter. Beardo said, working at Lurk. Oh. Need to go back to sleep, still suffering the effects of alcohol yesterday. Oh, Gillian. I'm glad I haven't had to feel the effects of alcohol for a while. Here in Washington State, we pay double the price now for e-juice. $12, now it's almost $24. It's still relatively cheap in the UK. Compared to smoking. My brother-in-law ran out of tobacco months ago at a bike rally, and he sent me down the shop. He's like, oh, I was going to the shop anyway. He's like, oh, can you pick me up a pouch of tobacco? Holy shit! I just stood there looking at the cashier like, you've put an extra zero on there, surely. I couldn't believe it. And he won a big pouch. Vicky Emming, thank you for the 20 gifted members for the second channel. You bloody legend. Thank you very, very much. It's all about keeping it in the algorithms. Must hate playing whack-a-mole, trying to keep up with the negative publicity. Yeah, and no doubt there's other communities getting it worse, but this is our community, you know? 95% tax. I watched, there was a guy yesterday I watched, he does YouTube advice videos on how to make money, and he's in property, so he was like, you take this. Basically, it's about legally beating the tax man. And just out of interest, I watched it. I was watching it for this channel to see if there was a way I could debunk it, but I ain't smart enough for that. I don't think it all rings true. Bling bling. Hey, Mac Sarcastic, thank you for the 5 gifted members. Let's go. Vicky is awesome. Vicky has made so many community members green that they're all glowing like me. Yesterday. Yeah, I was watching this guy, and then I watched a video straight after of some guy actually calling him out and debunking him. And this guy went to his house, and they had an adult conversation about it, and yeah, it wasn't as dodgy as it looked. I jumped a bit, I couldn't catch the membership. God damn it. God damn it. I jumped a bit, couldn't catch membership. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Maybe you don't love the new video on this channel or the other? It's always ones that get called to turn nasty. Yeah, and no doubt on the main channel tonight, somebody else will turn nasty. And he'll get even nastier tomorrow because I know Mike's covering it as well. Cool t-shirt. My daughter bought me this. I took her to Skindred in October or November for a birthday. I bought the tickets, took her for a meal before the gig, and she disappeared into the gig and came back with the t-shirts. Me and my daughter got matching t-shirts. Saw the Jeremy Kyle video, how no one saw it for a bully exploiting vulnerable people. I'll never know. No idea. Back when I was in the punk band called Failed State, we actually did a song called Jeremy Kyle. And the whole thing was me just tearing Jeremy Kyle apart because the show was still on air back then. I like the Bret Michaels headband, but in all honesty, you help me as much as my well buttering for depression. Hey, I'm happy to cheer people up. And I'm glad you like the hairband. Headband. Hairband sounds like it's for girls. I guess. Bret Michaels. Is he Poison or something like that? Seriously, here, Beardo, been showing your videos to my daughter to try and show critical thinking. Awesome, I appreciate that, Polly. Obviously, this channel's less critical thinking. It's more laughing at stupid people. Skindred are amazing. They are. Obviously, I met Benji numerous times through my life. I think he's still on my friends list on Facebook from back in the day. Lord Beagle, how are you doing? Skindred are cool. Like, me and the daughter, she listens to some shit, alright? She listens to, like, rap and mainstream chart music and that... What's his name? Sheeran. Stuff like that. Might not even be him. Sounds like it's probably him. Stuff I would never listen to in a million years, but then there's bands that I love that she loves and a wife loves, so, yeah. Poison. Right. So, yeah. Hold up. Can we debunk the tax man? I was going to look into it because I thought it was a scam. But it's not. You've just got to be very clever. And I don't know. It felt a bit dodgy to me. Like, you buy this, but you never pay it back. You loan it, and then you earn money from this, and then you put it into that. And basically, you never pay tax because you're not paying yourself out of the properties you sold. And I was like, can't be right. You can't be on YouTube saying he's made £1 million in like 2 years through avoiding tax. Speaking of stupid people, I have arrived. I'm not much of a fan of Kiss, if I'm honest. There's the odd song that if it comes on, it's a banger. I don't own any Kiss albums and stuff. I got the odd Kiss song on like my driving Spotify list. If I got a long drive, I've got like a 7-hour Spotify list. It's just less than 7 hours because when I drove to Scotland, it looped and I was like, holy shit, I've never done that before. Benji Webb a few times when he came to the Rock Pub, Grand Central in Manchester, top bloke. Yeah, I mean, he used to be in a band way back in the day called Dub War. They were like on the cusp of getting big, and then it turned to Skindred. First time I met him was Korn and Limp Bizkit in Newport Centre in '97. I was 16. I threw up in somebody's hood, and that was where I sort of had this friendship with Benji for a bit. It's like party time in the car. If there's only me and the daughter, because Mrs. Geek can't stand Skindred. If we go out in the car, Skindred's on, up on full blast. Something evil for sure. AC/DC, again, I'm not much of a fan. I like the odd songs, but those odd songs have been played to death to the point where I can't listen to them. What are some UK bands that I'd recommend? Skindred. If you're looking for new UK bands, I don't know. I don't really listen to anything new. I've got that age, you know. I'm in my 40s now, and the only new band I listen to, Electric Callboy, but they are German. I haven't listened to anything new in such a long time. I don't really listen to music unless I'm driving, and it's the same old stuff. Metalcore. It's about how rich people make money. It's all about avoiding losses the masses perceive they have to, and that's where your profit comes. Yeah. I've loved the videos both day and night. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Shell Fallen Angel, for the £5, and thank you for the kind words. Yeah, I'm still still trying to find my groove with the second channel. I mean, it's done well. We're on, what are we, 4.28k subscribers, and some of the videos have done well. The weirdest one was the Ed Gein Netflix review that I did. It had like 50k views, or just short of 50k views. That's wild. Kaiser Chiefs Stereophonics for UK, but also like Imagine Dragons and a crap. I don't think I like Imagine Dragons. I don't like the Kaiser Chiefs. Stereophonics I don't mind. Manic Street Preachers I really enjoy. Oasis are shit. Shit. Proper shit. Pink Floyd are the best for cosmic. I can't stand Pink Floyd. Mrs. Geek and her parents love Pink Floyd. I can't stand them. Newest band you listen to is Volbeat. The thing is, Volbeat's dad rock now. I like Volbeat. You love the Backstreet Boys, of course. No, I do not. Not at all. Not ever. Afternoon, Miss B. Hope all is well. And uncancelled. Looks like you're copying The Undertaker's American Badass look today. Keep on rolling, baby. Last band I saw was Hawkwind at the Royal Albert Hall. Jesus. Off to see Blue in October. Blue? Well, the boy band. Blur. I didn't mind Blur. I wasn't a Brit-pop guy, but I liked Blur. Manic's a legend. I mean, team. Liam cannot sing. He's just monotone, drony as... Ugh. And he's a prick. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see it. Liam Gallagher comes across as an arrogant prick. Can't stand him. The Who do the Macarena? No. But Beardo, you've been the one to save me, because after all you're my... How in the fuck do Americans know Oasis? Are they fucking terrible? Last live I went to was the Foo Fighters. Last one I went to was Skindred. Is Rich still alive from the Manics? I doubt it. They'd have found him by now, or he'd have come out. Last band you saw was Iron Maiden. I love Iron Maiden. I love Motorhead. Jenny G. Oasis suck. I've got all the time in the world for you, Jenny G, but Oasis fucking suck. I'm not a fan of a band if I can pick up a guitar and play every song of theirs by barely moving my fingers. You should use Volbeat Still Counting as your theme song for Trolls. Yeah, unfortunately, that'll be a copyright nightmare. Isabel Designs, hello. The Clash. There's a few songs of The Clash. I've never really listened to an album. I'm a bit too young for The Clash. Supposed to be seeing some YouTuber this weekend. Punkwala, don't meet up with YouTubers in the real world. They're assholes. Oh, you mean me? To miss my taste music's absolutely rubbish bin. I'm more like individual tracks than I'm a massive fan of artists. Yeah, cool, I get that. Miss Kelly, how you doing? I went down the alt metal to K-pop pipeline. Last I saw was Stray Kids. At 48, I should be a bit too old for that. Now I have adult money, I can do what I want. I'm a 45-year-old man that absolutely adores Electric Callboy. I think they're one of the greatest bands ever in existence. I should know better, but I don't. Hey Claire, how you doing? How's the hangover? The hangover gone? I saw Discord where everyone was worried about you. Beardo versus Oasis. I wouldn't even get into an argument with some pricks. Like I'd come off that looking worse. Because, oof. Have you been watching the Take That documentary on net? No. I've got no interest in it whatsoever. Although saying that, I don't mind certain musical documentaries because massive pop stars and rock stars live a bizarre life. So as long as there's not too much music in it, because Take That are fucking abysmal, I could probably watch it for the story. It'd be interesting to see if how much or how deep they go into the Robbie Williams stuff when he left, because they had a massive falling out. Am I a fan of Rush? Joe, I couldn't even tell you if I know any Rush songs. I don't think so. after becoming a vocalist and doing too much karaoke, there's what I can sing and what I like to sing to. Yeah, the worst thing I ever did, I did a covers band at one point. It was metal still, but we did a metal covers band just to try and make money, and I hated it. I hated doing other people's stuff. I don't know, but I had a strong feeling you wouldn't watch The Take That. I like documentaries, though. I watch a lot of documentaries. I mean, I've watched documentaries about, Jesus Christ, what was the one with the orcas? Where, like, stuff about the sea life. What are they called? Sea shepherds. There was a documentary about the sea shepherds. Is it called Blackfish? Fucking loved that. Such a good documentary. Last concert I went to was either ICP or Godsmack. Good choice. I haven't heard a Godsmack for ages. Your last band you were Guns N' Roses and an XS? Jesus. Vito, how's your new... Fuck off, John Boy. Facebook loved that shit. Next, we'll watch America's Top Model behind the scenes. Is there titties? Me and the daughter... My daughter has not sat down with me and watched the Royal Rumble or any wrestling for months. Years, probably. Last night, she's like, I'll put the Royal Rumble on. Yeah, right. What a pile of shit. I didn't even get to the end of it. The doc about Ginger, the guy from Cream Baker, is a riot. Oh, I've not heard of that. I watch a lot of horror movie documentaries, history of horror and stuff like that. I'll watch documentaries about musicians. As long as it just piques my interest. I've watched loads of UFO documentaries. Obviously, Dandalf's got a video out. I think it came out this morning about UFOs and it actually being birds. And I was like, why didn't I ever fucking think of that? True. But there's that Corbell guy. I've always thought he was full of shit. The guy turns up on Joe Rogan and he's like, there's proof, I've seen it. Can you show us? Nah. Government won't let me. Won't let me. What the fuck? You haven't got anything, you liar. I've seen some shit, man. Can we have a look? No. Corbell and Co. I think they're full of shit. Last concert you went to was Yellow in Hull. Fuck, I didn't even know Yellow was still going. Have you heard of Skint Craven? He does horrorcore music. No, what's that other band that do it? Ice Nine Kills. Mrs. Geek loves Ice Nine Kills, and I tried to get into it. I was like, I don't like it. The videos are cool, but I don't like the music. Are you going to the festival at Cardiff Castle in June? Skindred are playing. I didn't know there was one. Who else is on the bill? Because if it's headlined by somebody crap, then no. Eddie, my dad calls my... Oh, is that the one with Hollywood Vampires? Which is Johnny Depp and Alice Cooper's band. Mrs. Geek was like, oh, I'd love to go. And I was like, alright, I've got no interest, but I'll get tickets for it. I was like, do you know how much these tickets are? She was like, don't pay that. Wait, Spinal Tap's great. I still haven't seen the second one. That movie came out of nowhere. Dad calls me this bipolar, so he's stuck in this. Not seen a TV show from... Give it a... Is that the one where they drive into a town and then they can't get out? It just loops. But then in the dark, zombie versions of people that are being killed come out and stuff, but they're all fucked up. If that's it, I've watched about half the first season, really enjoyed it, and for some reason forgot to watch more. Don't go to many concerts, but one group I would have loved to have seen in person is Elastica. Jesus, I haven't heard of them since I left school. Elastica and Suede. I remember loads of people being into Elastica and Suede because, like, their college age auntie and uncles are into them. Got to see Aurelio Voltaire this week. I don't know who that is. My darling Kulocks. Don't call him your darling Kulocks. He's a pasta shagging pervert. Alter Bridge. Nah, that ain't for me. I can't. I don't like Alter Bridge. They've got the odd song. I can only think of one because it's a wrestling theme tune for Edge. Because they were just Creed, right, with a different vocalist. Don't call John Boy Darling either. Fucking emo AI shite he put up there. And Coombsy's not a darling for creating the image that John Boy turned into a knobheads. All of them. Coombsy ascended. I've seen a documentary called Light and Magic. It's a pretty cool history of industrial light and magic. I think I've seen that. Imploded House of Poltergeist. Yeah, I've seen that. Really enjoyed it. Beardo sing it. Viva Dandalf. What? Feel like you'd have seen Linkin Park with Chester. See, there was a song for the WWE Royal Rumble, and I was like, the music sounds really familiar. I didn't know who it was. My daughter was like, oh, that's Linkin Park. With the new singer. She's really good. Last concert was Sabaton last December. That likely exposed how old I am. Hey, good day, Andy Ghost Quad. How you doing? It's a shame Rammstein only ever seemed to play Milton Keynes. They played Cardiff a couple of years ago, but I was working. I'd love to see Rammstein again. My favourite concert was Pantera, Slayer, Sepultura. Man, what a show. I didn't see that tour. But I love Pantera, I love Sepultura, and I love Slayer. But my era of Sepultura is Max Cavalera. I like the Derek era, but I prefer the Max, and I know a lot of people prefer Derek. I loved Soulfly, and I love the Cavalera conspiracy. That bloody AI. He's not heard the El Presidente theme. I haven't. Heavy as the Crown? Yeah, that's the one from the Royal Rumble. It is a very good song. It's not my fault because I asked you what the troll looked like the other day. But I didn't do it. Avenged Sevenfold are good. I used to love Avenged Sevenfold, but I think everything... What was it? The stage and the Metallica rip-off album. I think everything they've done post Nightmare has been really bland and boring, and we went to watch them on the stage tour. I was bored. I saw Styx in concert and it was cool. So Rammstein headline the Sunday night at Download back in 2013. I think that's the year I saw them then. I love System of a Down. I've never seen System live. Cardiff Castlers, Alter Bridge, Skindred, and another band I'm not heard of. I'm not paying. Cardiff Castle tickets are always double the cost if it was anywhere else in Cardiff. Love both Sepultura singers. Yeah, it's just I grew up listening to Max Cavalera era Sepultura. It was WWE that got you liking music. I was brought up on music, to be fair. Do you want to hear Mr. Gree's new anthem? I'll check it out at some point. System are awesome. Like, I don't know why I've never got to see them, but I have seen Serge Tankian solo. I think I saw Darren's band. What were they called? Bullets on Broadway. Chester Bennington Memorial with dozens of artists joining to sing for Chester was amazing. So I was never a big Linkin Park fan, to be fair, because they came out in that era where that's not metal was the thing. And I really did rob myself of listening to Linkin Park because they are very good. Yeah, I'd love to see System of a Down. Maybe not now. They're getting on a bit. System played Birmingham some years ago. Depends how long ago, because I didn't drive until... How long have I been driving? 9, maybe 10 years? Before that, I didn't drive. I rode motorbikes. Joey or John Bush Anthrax? I get trouble for this every time I say it, but I prefer John Bush. I love both eras of Anthrax, or all three really, because Joey came back, but I love Anthrax, but I preferred the John Bush era because it takes me back in time. It takes me back in time to skateboard in the valleys with my mates. Safe Home was like an anthem of the summer one year. Just without playing in London this year. Probably, I won't go to London for a concert. I won't pay the extortionate parking. I won't pay the hiked ticket prices. I won't pay the hotel prices. And I'm never ever driving to London again. I fucking hate London. I love the touristy shit. Driving there, absolutely not. A friend wanted, and I could not say no to her. Wait, have you finally got laid? Come across on one hand, Cranberries, Counting Crows in the mid-90s, Moby, Juno, Reactor. I've never heard of them. Do you know what? If I was to list all of the bands I've seen live, I bet I'd forget 30 or 40. I've been to so many gigs. You'd go see Metallica to get Tail. What the fuck? System playing in July. The guitar teacher had to sue Metallica after they were sharing studio space and some gear was misplaced. Really? Why would Metallica have to steal something? They're fucking rich. You will come to London. I'd do it for Comic Con, but I wouldn't do gigs. I was talking about the Metallica concert. Your friend had to convince you to go to a Metallica concert. I'm going to ban you. First proper live gig. My first proper live gig was Metallica and Corrosion of Conformity in what was called Cardiff CIE in 96. I think it was 1996. My second was Korn and Limp Bizkit in Newport Centre. No, it wasn't. It was Korn and Helmet. Was it Korn and Helmet or Korn and Limp Bizkit? I can't remember. It was definitely Korn. Then it was the Deftones, My Ruin. Oh, no, they were called Tura Satana then. I might even be mixing a couple of gigs up. There was a period of about 2 years when I was 16 to 18, where there were just tons and tons of gigs. Deftones, Tura Satana, and then, they were Manhole, then Tura Satana. And now they're called some Tarry B's Project, whatever they were called. Where it just every weekend or every week, not every weekend, every week there was a gig either in Cardiff Uni, Cardiff CIE, or Newport. And we were just constantly at gigs. You'd go up for the day, get absolutely smashed, sat outside the venue, try to sober up before you went in to watch the gig because the door staff wouldn't let you in. It was awesome. First proper live gig was Busted at 10 years old. Al Rar. Oh, that's another. I forgot about that. I took Al Rar to see Those Damn Crows a couple of months ago as well. Metallica for first is the way to do it. Oh, it was the Load tour. It was before Reloaded, but they played Fuel, but it didn't have words or proper words. And it was when they had the guitar-shaped stage in the centre. The video was called Cunning Stunts. Absolutely amazing. They did one and the stage exploded and the light rig crashed in. Awesome. Cardiff, Wales? Yes. Good day to you, Pump. Cardiff Student Union was always packed. Yeah. I went to Cardiff Student Uni. Who did I go and watch? It was about 3 or 4 years ago. You'll know what I'm talking about now. Who did I go there with? I went with Mad Mike. And I was like, obviously the crowd was much younger than when I used to go, and nobody was drunk outside and throwing up. And I was like, what are these kids doing? Idiots. And then me and Mike walked in, and it was like, I turned to my left, and there was Marcus. Well, that's my right. Turned that way, Marcus. Turned that way was Lizzie Goth. Looked in front of me, recognised the guy in front of me. Everyone that we were sort of in college or around that circle of friends with, we were all accidentally in this massive circle. Dave Price. We were all like, I haven't seen you for years. And I've seen, obviously, Marcus and Dave. We all went on a bus. Me, Marcus, Grant's brother Craig, we all went on a bus to London to watch. Who did we watch? I can't remember who we went to watch. About 3 or 4 years ago. Just before the pandemic, I think. Who the hell was it? Machine Head. I went to watch the Machine Head play the original album in its entirety. And it was basically the 1999 college year of Boys with Long Hair. First concert was not until you were 14. My first proper one, I was 16, Metallica. Before that, I'd seen stuff from my parents, but it was nothing I liked. Best gig, Faith No More, Sheffield. Oh, I'd love to see Faith No More. I think the last thing I went to was Toad and Wet Sprocket. What? Been better, mate, for surviving. That's all you can ask for, right? Went to see Andy C. Saturday just gone. Freaking out because someone gave me the phone number and I have no idea what to say to them. Try the following. Hello? Like Adele. Hello? Like Adele, but not like Lionel Richie, because that was just creepy. Like a blind woman trying to find her way around a house, and then there's Lionel Richie. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Hello? Fuck off, you creep. Stop stalking blind people. Scare the shit out of her. Your first gig was Adam and the Ants in 1981. Do you know what? I know the song that was number 1 the day I was born was Adam and the Ants, Prince Charming. Interesting fact. Hey, Chemical Knee Rub. I need to send a picture of the hat I got in Manchester. It's Pride Place on the shelf. What did you get? Sigh, hi. Hi. Hello. Lionel Richie fucking... I did that in a video once on the other channel, didn't I? It was like every time Mindseed said hello, Lionel Richie pop up going, hello. Look from the other side. Must have called 1,000 times. What? Careful be out. They say Lionel Richie gets a ton of money whenever somebody sings that song. He's rich enough. Oh, the signed hat. Right. Sorry. Let's not go down the route of songs that were number 1 the day you were born. Why not? Megadeth on a ukulele. When are you doing a duet with Seg? I'm not. Listen, I used to front in bands. My singing wasn't great, but I could do the screaming stuff. I could do the screaming stuff pretty well. My wife tells me I can sing. I don't think I can. Seg? That motherfucker's tone deaf. Like, seriously. Of Adam and the Ants, my first record I ever bought was Ant Music. Still got Adam and the Ants Prince Charming album I got for Christmas that year. Pink Sphinx, again, for offering the ticket. That was cool as shit. If you guys don't know what they're talking about there, I did a meet and greet in Manchester, last minute thing. The first person to come in and say hashtag Beardo's fault, or just Beardo's fault, will get the gig ticket and the hat. And Pink Sphinx was first in. Well, we'll tell the story properly. We'll tell a story. The partner came in and introduced himself, and then introduced this really shy-looking person the other end of the pub that did this. And then we made her come and sit by us. So Pink Sphinx got the hat, and I was like, right, there's the ticket as well. And they were like, oh, we may have to go early, blah, blah, blah. And then Al Rara came in. She was like, do you want the ticket? I'll have the hat, the signed hat, and then Al Rara can have the ticket. And that's exactly what happened. It's fantastic. Okay, we need to get Seg and Beardo together to duet. I'd pay to see that. Most people would pay us to shut the fuck up. Come on, Beardo, give us a tune. No. A, my wife is sleeping there after a night shift, and I'm loud. B, ugh, I'm shy until you get to know. Yeah, it didn't take you long to come out of your shell. I mean, Punchable Nun was not shy at all. Hey, PNC, how you doing? It was a good day, that. So we got the Derby one on Saturday, but we're staying in a hotel. Obviously, the Manchester one, the in-laws stayed in a hotel. I drove home. I got in at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was fucking DED dead. But yeah, Derby Jail, we've booked a hotel, me, Mrs. Geek, and the in-laws. The daughter was like, what about me? Like, are you off? No, I'm working. Well, there you go then. Danny Filth may be a pain in people's butts. Creed will actually put on a good show. The one time I saw them, I've been to a concert and had a blast at the set. I've gone to watch. Danny Filth can be a bit of a sore subject, but I've watched Cradle of Filth 2 or 3 times. I don't even like Cradle of Filth's music, especially. But I'll watch them live because they fucking fantastic live. Danny Filth's really little though. It's got like all the corpse paint and the long black hair and all the spikes and leather. He's about this fucking tall. Calm down, Frodo. Frodo's goth phase. And Annalise, hello, how you doing? Went to see Epica on the 24th and Amon Aranth. See, Amon Aranth I know. Epica, I don't know. Apocalyptica, they're the guys that play metal on cellos. They're cool as shit. And after all, your channel is our wonder. I will ban your ass. I'm that good at singing in pubs. They asked me to sing at closing time. That's to get it. Right, I see. Annalise, I hope you and the little one are well. Danny Filth was dead polite when he went to my friend's house. I've spoken to Danny. The place, it's not there anymore. The Intrepid Fox in London, and then I got friendly with their old drummer. Was his name Robin Greaves? I think his name was Robin Greaves. And at one point, I was going to join a Cradle of Filth side project with Robin Greaves and a couple of others, because they wanted to do sort of less like death metal and more thrash metal. I was going to try out for him. Who else? Jonathan Ross's daughter as well. She was something to do with it. Oh, I was so excited, and then my ex was like, "You can't do that. You haven't got time." Oh, I can't believe you're in school, Annalise. Used to be a little baby in your lap, screaming at us playing Faz. So I've been in too many lives, Beardo. I was without electricity for a week due to the ice. Oh, Jesus, did you have heat? Holy shit. Presume that's a band. Yeah, Cradle of Filth are a band. They are divisive, even amongst the metal community. I kind of like them. Live, they're brilliant. It's very gothic symphony death metal. It's hard to explain. His vocals are something else. Vito, did YouTube ever mess you about the video that was taken down? Yeah, copyright. That's why I'm not doing a reaction today, because I've got to find a way to do reaction content without getting it taken down. Twitch would be the ideal way, but I'm never going back to that platform. By the way, I do know Cradle of Filth. I was just quoting the IT crowd. Oh. Sorry, it's been crazy for a lot of people. That's wild. That's wild not having any power for that long. It's all good, finally got it turned on the other day. Hello, Beardo. Just having crumpets. Look at James Epton coming in to being all posh. Just having crumpets. Crumpets, darling. What did I have for breakfast? I had Greek yogurt. What's that stuff? I keep forgetting the name of it. Granola. Greek yogurt, granola, blueberries, and banana. It was awesome. Just saying, it was really, really nice. Saw Cradle of Filth in Ozfest 2003. That was the second one, right? No, much later than that. When did I go to Ozfest? Milton Keynes Bowl. What was that? 97, 98? Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne solo, and then Black Sabbath headlined. But there was Cold Chamber, Slayer, Fear Factory. Korn was supposed to be there and didn't show up. Tons of bands. Barely remember. I was really drunk. Twitch is a cesspool. It absolutely is. Crumpets for tea. You make your own crumpets. I don't even know what crumpets are made of. Ice is no fun. That's why I'm off work today. It's really foggy here. We don't get much real weather. It's so grey and miserable. I feel like the summer was just wall-to-wall sunshine from like April to the end of September. And it was like the day that the daylight saving hours started, the UK, it's just fucking rained relentlessly. 'Twas legendary. Did you go to that Ozfest? I wouldn't have known you then. That was before I went to college. That was the... Was it a year or 2 years before I went to college? I didn't know Mike back then either. Would have loved to have seen Sabbath with Ozzy. It was fantastic. Pantera were there because I met Dimebag and he wrote on my... Basically, me and my mate Gruff, Sam will know him from college, we got kicked out of Ozfest for being too drunk. Something to do with a water tap. They threw us out. And then Des from Cold Chamber basically felt sorry for us and put us in the Roadrunner beer tent backstage. And we met so many people from the bands. I remember Des calling me little guy, even though I was taller than him. Hey, little guy. The fuck you on about? But I got to meet Dimebag Darrell that day. He signed my trousers, and then Grufford said, "Oh, right, Tinky Winky sleeps here," on his trousers, and then he drew an arrow to the crotch of my trousers. But I got these trousers signed by some of the guys from Fear Factory, most of the guys from Pantera, Rex, Dimebag, and Vinny. Didn't meet Phil. I can't remember who else was there. But these trousers were covered in signatures. Now, I paid £70 back in 1990. I think it was 97, 98. I paid £70 for a pair of these big, baggy Caterpillar combat trousers, like the Boot brand. And I was so proud of these trousers, all the mud and shit on them, but I was going to frame these massive cream in colour Caterpillar trousers, 70 quid, only ever worn once, got them signed. I was going to put them in a frame and put them up on my bedroom's wall. I was still with my parents then. I got home. My mum was like, "Get them off before you come in the house," and she fucking washed them. Holy shit, Vicky Emin with a $200. For you, Mrs. Geek, to do something special on Valentine's Day. Vicky, that is so kind of you. Thank you so, so much. That's amazing. Guys, please give a round of applause in the chat for Vicky Emin and that $200 for me and Mrs. Geek to go and do something. That is so, so kind of you. Thank you. Download Ozfest was 2007. I ended up with a spiked German helmet and goggles. No idea where I got it. Yeah, the Ozfest I did was Milton Keynes Bowl. Wonder if I can find the lineup for it. June the 20th, 1998. That's the one. Foo Fighters, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. That's a YouTube video, but I'll play that. 47,000 people turned up. Slayer, Danzig, Biohazard, Sepultura, Fear Factory, Neurosys. There was more than that. Typo didn't play it. Cold Chamber, Vision of Disorder, Downset. I forgot about them. Oh, it was epic. Absolutely epic. But it was supposed to be the retirement tour. It went on for fucking decades after. Oh, are we? Anyone remember Tattoo the Planet? 9/11 changed the lineup. Pantera, Biohazard cancelled. Therapy, Corrosion of Conformity, and Slayer played. I don't remember that. Biohazard. I'm listening to Biohazard in donkey's years. Alexa Bliss Rumble elimination. Do you know what? The Women's Royal Rumble, I'll say this now. There was a woman, blonde woman, just bouncing about all over the place that seemed to just not obey the law of gravity. She was really impressive. There were a few people really impressive in there. But for the most part, that Women's Royal Rumble was botch after botch after botch after. They kept going over the top rope and hanging on. And they were shuffling their asses forward. And the timing was off for everything. Clearly, Asuka and her partner were supposed to have had something happen. And the camera cut away to them for fucking Brie Bella's entrance. She's retired. What's she doing there? I watched the Women's Rumble. I watched the Gunther and AJ match, which wasn't very good, and I turned it off. I don't remember Tattoo the Planet. Was that just an American thing, was it? I can't even remember Alexa Bliss being eliminated. Who won? Oh, I remember who won. I don't think it was a very good event at all. Daisy Chainsaw? Who's that? Whose anniversary is it? Whose anniversary is it? Is it PNC's anniversary? Well, their wedding anniversary. It was UK. What year was that? 9/11. Where would I have been? Ah, 9/11. That's the year kids were born, or the first child was born. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go to gigs or nothing. WebTech Simplified, thank you for the $1.99. It was one of the most lackluster rumbles. Yeah, there was no crowd for a start. That was fucking embarrassing. It's like, hey, Saudi Arabia shows. I'm not going to get political about it. Yeah, we got the Saudi Arabia shows. Some people are calling them blood money shows. And it didn't sell out. We knew it didn't sell out, but there were empty seats everywhere. I couldn't believe it. Oh, 2-year anniversary on YouTube. So I meant to tune in. I'll explain to everyone the random absences and missed streams and stuff, but not just yet. It's all a bit up in the air. Working and lurking. Appreciate you, BB-licious. Beardo, have you heard of a Project Anchor? One of my worst fears. No gravity for 7 seconds. I'd do it. Mania next year is going to be terrible. Maybe. I don't know. I'm finding it really hard to enjoy wrestling anymore. I don't watch the weekly shows, and I've started not watching the pay-per-view events, and they're free on fucking Netflix, you know, so I can watch them. I've watched a few. I'll tell you what it is. One of the biggest things for me now with the wrestling is there's no identity to most of them. Back in the day, you would hear somebody's theme music drop, and you would know exactly who was coming out. Whereas now, all of the theme music, obviously you've got Roman Reigns and Cody and Seth, and a few others. The songs are fucking Yeet and all that crap. CM Punk's music stands out, but it's decades old at this point. But everybody else has got like this generic dance music or dancey rap style music, and the events don't have a theme. Or they do. This time was Linkin Park, but I don't know, everything music wise for the wrestlers is generic. Their look is generic. And let's be fair, the Saudi show is nowhere near as entertaining when all the women are zipped from there to their fucking ankles. I'm not trying to be rude about it, but there are some very beautiful women in the WWE. They're all beautiful. They just wearing bin bags. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, there's no... Rey Mysterio's got a cool entrance where he pops up. Cody's done a couple of cool entrances, but yeah, it's become very generic, very bland, and I personally think it's only a matter of time until there's another death in the ring. Because there are far too many people doing the flippy dippy doodah shit. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, somebody's going to land on their head. They try and... Obviously, AEW went down the route of really dangerous blood matches and stuff. And somebody's going to die in AEW. Like, it's going to happen. But there's things going on in WWE where somebody's going to break their neck. And, Big E broke his neck. And they don't seem to have learned from it. It's because you're not 12, Beardo. Hey! There's no age on wrestling. Well, clearly there is, and it's 44. Beardo, the receptionist at the Quacks, told me to turn you down or turn you off. We're shooting the glass break and everyone losing their mic. That's the thing. There's no big swell when certain people come out. Roman's probably got the biggest reaction. I still haven't played Arc Raiders. Ghost, I haven't really played anything. I've literally burnt out on gaming. I had a couple of hours the other night with Paul, Phil, and Yorkie playing some Call of Duty. I had fun, but I had no desire to stream it. And then I didn't want to jump on the next day. The problem with the Rumble crowd is half the crowd didn't know who he was, and the rest of the crowd weren't there. It was shit. I tell you what I also noticed. I did not see... Yes, I did. I saw one female in the crowd. I found that quite weird. Problem with the Rumble crowd... Oh, I read that. Do you think it's got worse since Vince McMahon left? No. It got better. It got a lot better. And we sort of peaked with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. And I don't think they found the groove since. And listen, this may piss some people off. I don't think Cody Rhodes is very good. I think he's a personality vacuum. I don't like Cody Rhodes. Got a channel you'll join off a stream. 4K video enhancer. Old metal shows. Really? Oh, really? So I'd like to see like the Pantera in Moscow in 4K because the original footage was really bad. But I had it on VHS and it was so good. Missing playing with Beardo. Yeah, at some point I'll want to play again. Just at the moment, it's gone more corporate, trying down the route of UFC being a cash cow. Oh, absolutely. But for a while it got better. But they've made some decisions that I ultimately don't agree with. The whole Saudi thing. It's just not very nice. But you can't discuss it without politics, so I'm not going to. Brock Lesnar, as far as I'm aware, is still accused of some heinous crimes, right? So what the fuck is he doing on TV? If he's innocent, wait until he's innocent, bring him back and unleash the beast. But if he's guilty and you've brought him back pending him being found guilty, that is pretty fucking bad. I mean, the shit Vince did, he got fired over and then he came back for a bit. I'll guarantee you he'll come back at some point. I got no time for that. Cody Rhodes is bland. Yeah, I'm not a fan. James, CM Punk sold out. He said he'd never go there, as did Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn said he'd never do it, and he has. And the pride he must have swallowed to do it, being a Jewish man. Hey Louise, Loopy Lulu, how you doing? They don't seem to have an Austin Rock type guy now. They do. They just won't pull the trigger on him. And it's LA Knight. If Bray Wyatt was still alive, LA Knight and Bray Wyatt, for me, should be sat top of that company. Cool gimmicks, you know exactly who they are when they walk out. I like Roman Reigns, I've always liked Roman Reigns. Scottish Psychopath, I like him. But the Uso stuff, I'm not a fan. Especially Yeet. It was funny the first couple of days, but now it's absolutely shit. But I think they completely fucked up AJ Styles' career. He was never pushed properly. Shinsuke Nakamura, another one. He's another one they never pushed properly. Shinsuke Nakamura, if you knew who he was pre-WWE, the guy was fucking incredible. And he's a joke there. Attitude, Ruthless Attitude era will be missed. It will, but there was massive problems with especially the Attitude era. Later's Killer of Fruit Flies. I'm sorry I keep using your real name. I keep forgetting. Name being called. No worries, Pomp. Good luck with the doctors. Oh, Warrior will always... Do you know what? I loved Warrior when I was a kid. As an adult, I've watched back. I was like, that guy was shit. And then he's done. By the time he ran to the ring, shook his arms, he was fucked. Shinsuke is wasted in WWE. I completely agree. But what's the other options? Go to AEW and forever float in mid-card there, because anyone, whether they top or mid in WWE, they go to AEW and they just sat in the mid-card. Don't mind playing the WWE 2K games. I haven't played any for quite a while. When Kulok started the wrestling thing, I was going to buy it, because I thought we'd be playing as our characters, but that could have been fun. But then Kulok's probably get banned with me shouting at Doggy or something. Louise, hope you're well. Doggy working, is he? My cousin saw the British Bulldog pre-steroids in Middlesbrough. They were skinny as hell. Really? Yeah, the steroid thing in WE, that was... The scandal was bad enough, but then Vince McMahon with a fucking collar on. Like a comedy villain turning up to court. Chuck Liddell's my all-time favourite cage fighter. I'd probably agree with you there. But if we went back further, Ken Shamrock. I used to get excited for Ken Shamrock. And then when he went to WE... Crikey, there's a big Beardo on the very big tally. I think it's a 78-inch. It's big anyway, and Beardo just gave the huge finger. Hello, Sky. Say sort of Rican and I'll appear. You'll say I can't believe he's not a butter. What? Hola. Hola. He's gone to Asda for coffee. Be back soon. Is he not working? Jesus. How many days off he got? Good afternoon, Colin Games. How you doing? PNC, did you get the tickets for Paranormal Meet? I've heard they sold out. Has Parameet sold out? PNC, if you don't have tickets, there's going to be issues, sir. I'll have a look now. Parameet Festival of the Sun. Summer Solstice, 20th of June. That's it. There's still tickets by the look of it. It looks like there's still Why are you showing that, you knobhead? No, never mind. I give up. On the 8-man yesterday, Beardo, thinking of challenging you for the belt. Bring it on, Baldylocks. I will fuck you up. No, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. He's off. Well, he's off today and he's in tomorrow. Louise, could you translate for me, please? Very well, thank you, Colin. Well, Mrs. Geek's sleeping above me. She's got work. We got a tickets yesterday. Good. You pay on the day at Parameet. Tickets are a bit cheap, just a bit cheaper. Yeah, I can't see Parameet selling out. You might struggle to get a seat for certain talks, but I can't see it selling. Oh, maybe you could. Hulk could actually wrestle, but be simplified his styles. His body would last longer, although the leg drop was brutal. It fucked his spine up, didn't it? But yeah, Hulk Hogan, or Terry, could actually wrestle. But yeah, he downplayed his abilities to last as long as he did, to be fair. But again, another fucking dickhead of a man. I know he's passed away, but he was a fucking racist dickhead of a man. Daily Hunter's Moon. What does that mean? No chance, Beardo. I'm Ultimate Paul. Yeah, well. If you come at me, They may unleash Backstreet Beardo on you, and then you're fucked. He's off today and tomorrow, Wednesday. Right. With Castle Hill Wednesday, and he goes back Thursday. Right. I see. Because Mrs. Geek is working nights, so I may have some time for some gaming at some point. I'm not a bit simple. You just type like a 4-year-old. Hunter's Moon, not Munter's Moon. Munter's Moon is what you call Newport on a Friday night. I'm never going to Newport again. I'll get killed. Hello, Claire. Made alive finally. Where have you been, James? I'm not simple. Nearly a heart attack. Vicky, the mums on the school run look really strange. What? What did you do, Sandra? Are you well now? 2:15 here, way past my bedtime. 2:15 a.m. Jesus. Laters, Rima. DKF Freeviews, hello to you. It's such a great time back in wrestling school. It's taught by old WWF jobber Iron Mike Sharp. Best time for physical pain in the youth. I wish I'd tried it, but I had such a horrific back injury I could never get into it. Saying that, I trained for MMA for a little bit. I haven't got the fucking patience in the head for that. Is it Beardo Bloke is doing a talk? Maybe see if it can be bothered to what. I'm going home. I'm going home. Left for comfort zone, hop on a bus, wheels go round and round. You missed Doggy Dave? Or his rantings and shit. So maybe what I could do with these daytime streams is get people on, get them on a Discord voice call, share the screen, and then just chat shit all day, you know? Because the reaction content's gone with the fucking wayside. Because of stupid rules. Not allowed to react to stuff. Oh my god, this Silky Johnson guy is going apeshit in my comment section. Bro, chill the fuck out. What is that profile picture, Silky Johnson? What's this shit? Ah, oh, you muppet. I can't see, my big head is in the way. Look at that shit. I don't know if you can see it. Let's make this bigger. Guy thinks he's a fucking G. Ah, oh, dear. Alright, let's get rid of him. Cockhead. And hide user from channel. Can't just go around calling people fucking mutants. What a dick. Sorry. I could just see notifications and he was just this one guy kicking off at people thinking he's fucking gangster as shit because of a cartoon profile picture. But he's 14 and wears a black puffer coat. When his toaster pops in the morning. Shut the fuck up, blood! What you talking, blood? Idiots. Hello there, Shadow Raven. How are you doing? Hope you are well today. In part now, I have lower spine issues, chair shots, suplexes, slams outside the ring. Yeah. Ladies man is back. Oh, is he in here now? Is he You don't have to worry about me because Flurio has been flirting with me and I'm a one-woman type of guy. Can we be friends now? No. Ladies man, 2 seconds, mate. 2 seconds. Because I'm just going to screen grab this. So I can send it to Flurio so she can see exactly how perverted you are. You can't just go online, look at a woman, and think you're entitled to something. So I'm going to educate you a bit here. Now, I can't speak on behalf of a lot of people, the ladies' man. I just can't do it. But I would go as far as to say that given the way you portray yourself, most women wouldn't touch you with a corpse's fucking hands, you absolute fucking buffoon. Off you pop, you muppet. Felt good. I felt good. Right to say they've been sold out. They sold out, but I've just seen in another chat. Oh, I just looked online. You can still buy them by the look of it. Just chilling here in Norway, watching YouTube TV Premium. Hey, appreciate that. User Roy Lövik. Hope I said that right. Ladies, man, oh my god. Yeah, sorry, I screenshot them. I'll send them to Flurio because you can't just go on the internet and make up that you're having relations with people because they're on your TV. The only thing you're having relations with is Pam and her 5 friends. Wanker. And they're back. Excellent time to drop in. Thank you, Cass. Keep them. Keep them, because I think I might have missed the second one. I was too busy shouting. I wasn't shouting. I was at a normal tone and volume, dismissing his very existence on the platform. Welcome back, Megan, Ghostwiener, hello, Sandra, BPHUK, F off Troll, Tax. Thank you. The Troll Tax. Catherine Lawrence for the Troll Tax. Thank you, Catherine Lawrence. Palm and 5 friends. Dickheads. Absolute dickheads. I'm pretty convinced that he's also Craig the Demonologist and Jimbo. I think they're the same people. Oh, look out. Doggy's in. Here. Hey, Chubba Chub. Bearing in mind, Yorkie's not exactly fucking slender these days. What a dick. Someone who found that disturbing, I appreciate it. There's something wrong with these people. There really is something wrong with these people. They think they're just entitled to women on, like, my wife he started out with. Fucking lying bastard. Hey, Richard Larson, thank you for the 20 Swedish doubloons, coronas, whatever the money is over there. I appreciate you, my friend. Troll tax. I'm still getting paid because of these idiots. I should make troll tax and troll myself. But I'm an honest person, so I won't. Wendy J, thank you for the £2 for the troll tax. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dave's in, I see. Yes, Louise, Dave's in. I'm not going to pay the trolley tax. I think you'll understand. Listen, Vicky, you have paid well above and beyond for months on this channel. Please feel free to sit out. There's too many of them who use YouTube and Discord as dating apps, etc. It's fucked up though, right? It is absolutely fucked up. Lusting after people on your screen. Go watch Pornhub, you pervert. It's like the Billy Goat Gruff with all these trolls under the bridge. I know, I must be a Billy Goat. Must be. Doggy, how are you doing? Did you get coffee from the shop? Can I have one? Really thirsty. Dealing with trolls and stuff. They're beautiful sponge. Not sure if I said hi to you, hun. Oh, look how warm and friendly and welcoming Claire is to absolutely everyone. I bet if you pissed her off, though, I bet she'd go like... Try dating apps, it's a strange world. Yeah. Happy Groundhog Day. Time to watch the movie. Is it Groundhog Day? Let's go, Isabel. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. I thought I was bad having a bath when Beardo was on. As long as when you clean it, it's only a few wipes. Any more than is necessary to clean it, that's not cleaning it. That's playing with yourself while looking at me, and I don't like it, sir. What the fuck goes on in my head? Paul Harrison, pay me gear, so here's my troll tax contribution. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. It's Groundhog Day again. Or maybe it's Groundhog Day every day. Maybe she's stuck in a loop. When you think the people in your TV or computer are speaking directly to you, then psych exam. I mean, I am speaking directly to a lot of people. But when you think you have sexual relations with them, that's fucking weird. Good evening, Sir Dandalf of Grey. Even though I'm not really here and working, just pretend I'm doing something really important on the other monitor. I really enjoyed your UFO videos on what they really are, or could really be. Excellent. But I think Corbell is full of shit. $5 for coffee and a $5 for my troll tax. Crap. Thank you, Colin Games. Appreciate you. Yorkie, I expect it from you. Evening, bruh. Everyone who's paying a troll tax, you lovely people. So the ones who donate memberships. Hey, we have got one of the kindest, the bunking community, the paranormal community, the kindest, nicest people. UFO Geese. Yeah. I mean, you're a dick that everyone needs in their corner. Never forget that. I'll be your dick. Greg's Deliver the Coffee is pretty good. Oh, I don't like Greg's coffee. It ain't terrible, but it ain't good. I've started to get really fussy with coffee. I don't know why. Started to get kind of fussy with it all. Oh, my fucking rug is curled on the corner and I can't get my chair in. What are we talking anyway? We've just been chatting absolute nonsense. We've been talking WWE, or what? It's probably the downfall of it right now because it's not a very good program. We've talked about some music and gigs we were going to when we were younger. And then a troll came in that is sexually objectifying certain YouTube communities. Have you seen any docs on the Amazing Randy? Do you mean the Amazing James Randy? Do you know what? I haven't. I should probably look for some. Because obviously there's James Randy. I want to do more research on James Randy. I know exactly who he is, what things he's done, but a nice documentary would be nice. Who was the other guy? He passed away in 2025. He was like the thorn in the Warren side. I'd like to see if there's a documentary about him as well. I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry. Don't tell people we're nice. We're toxic. Oh yeah, sorry. We're really toxic. Basically, Dandalf, the short version is he was making out that he was having a relationship with my wife. Not even the life, in comments on the shit stirring. So I banned him, and then he's found his way around the ban 3 times. And he's started on Flurio Phantom Files now. And I think it's disgusting. To claim to be having sexual relations with female content creators or spouses of content creators, I think is flat out disgusting. An Honest Liar, the official documentary of James Randy. I'm going to look for that. I am going to look for that because I do really enjoy documentaries. I can watch documentaries on subjects that I've got no interest in and still enjoy them. Joe Nickel, that's the guy. Where are these people coming from? I don't know. I'm guessing that somebody working in the sperm bank kicked over a fucking shelf at some point. One of the little bastards managed to morph into a terrible human being. And I'm utterly convinced he's the same guy behind the Jimbo page, the Jeanette page, Craig the Demonologist, because they were all stirring it up between me and the Side-Eye Guy. When that didn't work, they turned on the Side-Eye Guy, some of them, for a bit. Then it's this weird sexual stuff. You know, what's next? Hello, Steve Jones. How are you doing? But yeah, it's also desperately pathetic. It is. No, I got a question the other day in real life about dealing with these people. And it was like, where do you draw the line with what could be mental health or not? And I was like, I know plenty of people with mental health issues that are polite, that are kind, that understand social boundaries and not just being horrible for the sake of it. I don't think we can keep excusing people's bad behaviour with, oh, maybe they've got a mental health illness. Nah, how about they're just horrible people? I know so many people with anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, and a whole host of other mental health issues that are still really nice people. Hey, Crazy Ken, I hope your son's okay. You seen that weird Jimbo account? Jimbo went into a live stream the other night. The other day, sorry. It was Creaky Blinders live stream. And he was slating me in this, saying that he doesn't believe in me or doesn't agree with me because of my MAGA views, my MAGA Christian views. Bearing in mind, I'm pretty much an atheist. When it comes to religion, I have no religion. Don't believe in it. Don't particularly like organised religion. If it helps people in their day-to-day life and makes them feel better, have at it. But I don't like organised religion. I wouldn't say I'm against it. I just don't like it. And I saw it, and instead of doing what I normally do and going at them, I was like, right, I'll just not type anything in the chat. I'll give it 15, 20 minutes. He'll realise I'm not there anymore, and he'll go away. So I did that. Then I said hey to everyone, because it was when Dandalf was on. So I went back in, said hey to chat, and all the rest of it. And there he was. And at this point, you could still scroll up and see what he'd written. Hey Beardo, please unban me. Love your content. And I'm like, right, I'm just going to dip out now and not argue with him. Because A, he's done nothing but slate me and call me a bully for the best part of 8 months now. That's bad enough. But then MAGA. I'm fucking Welsh. I hope America sorts its issues out, but I'm not being funny. The UK is not a great place. Why would I be on this? Make America great. Christian MAGA. It makes no sense. I hope America gets sorted. I really do. I want to visit the country and feel safe. I want my friends that live in America to feel safe. MAGA. Make Abergavenny, make Abergavenny or Abertawe feel great again. Acting like I voted. I didn't. I didn't. And even if I did vote in any capacity anyway, which I do, that's my business. If I was a political streamer, then I'd be like, oh yeah, I voted for whatever party. I mean, I'll tell you the truth right now. I have spoiled my ballot paper for the last few elections because I don't like any of them. I want that guy in the night suit. Crazy, was it Raving Lunatics party or something? There's a guy in a full black night outfit. I want him to win. I think he's great. If money's root to all evil, why do you ask for it at the church? I'm not going to get into a religious argument. Obviously, I watch a guy called Creaky Blinder. Me and Dandalf were both on there last week to help him celebrate 1,000 episodes. And some of the arguments he's had with religious people. Always vote. The thing is, Dandalf, the only people I would consider voting for would never get a look in. Maybe now they could. But, you know, the big guys are just about the big guys, and I hate getting political. but it's all about keeping the rich richer and the poor poorer, and that gap in the UK is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Things are, my wife goes to work looking after people, end of care life, and she's just above minimum wage, and they're like, right, you've got to do your MVQ level 3, and then we're going to put you on to medications, and then this and then that. Right, do your wages go up for it? No, don't do it then, because I wouldn't. She's doing all this extra work that she can't do in work. It's all done in her own time, and her wages don't reflect that. I'd have refused flat out to be like, nah, I don't need an MVQ to wipe asses. Go fuck yourself. And then it's like, oh yeah, we've given you a 5% pay rise this year. Right, let's not sell that 5% pay rise like you've done my wife a favour, or anyone in the UK, no matter where you work. Don't tell us that 5% pay rise is doing anyone a favour when inflation has pushed everything up 5% or more. Everything has gone up so much that 5% isn't a pay rise, but it's pushing your tax earnings up. It's a fucking mess. Monster Raving Looney Party. I want them to win. Take my hat off to anyone. My wife, my daughter, and my sister-in-law all work in the same care home. And, they say to you when you're at these jobs, don't get attached. They come home in tears quite often. A resident has passed. They've been looking after that person for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and they pass away. Of course it's sad for them. Minimum fucking wage. Or just above minimum wage. Genuinely, my wife and daughter could earn more money in McDonald's. Watched a few of the Paranormal Engineers video. I want to see him go back out to locations with the... Obviously, he's gone to Kenny Biddle and asked advice and taken that advice on board and used it. Stuff that I've done as well. But it was so good to see him go into such a famous location in the US, look at specific claims and try to replicate them. I thought it was a fantastic video. I know the views might not be there for you, but keep doing it. Hey, bruh, by the way. I'll never get this bruh, skibbity, and all that shite that you youngsters keep talking about. Yes, I'm fully aware Dandalf is older than me. If you were in charge, Beardo, who would be a deputy? I wouldn't take a position of power. I'm not intelligent enough. Unfortunately, neither are the people in fucking Boris Johnson. What an embarrassing leader that was. Vegan pie. The fuck that guy represents our nation. Even Alexa don't like him. Paranormal Engineer needs more eyes on this. He absolutely does. There are a lot of smaller channels starting up that I'm really enjoying. Like Flurio's, not so much the drama stuff that we're all embroiled in, but the deep dives that Flurio has done, the documentary style videos. I think she does that fantastically well. And I'll be honest, obviously I watch paranormal stuff. I've got to for my channel. But I would rather watch the Paranormal Engineer and Flurio than ghost hunting videos right now. I really would. People who work in residential care homes unfortunately become family for people whose families have abandoned them. True. This care home, there's a lot of people that are there for their families as well. But human beings, you know? I'm not old. I'm down with the youth of today's skibbity. Twat. Wait, there's drama stuff going on. Wait, what year is it? Hey, Dandalf. At least you've mentioned it now, so you'll only get questioned twice. I think you left the stream last night. Somebody asked me a question. I was like, I'm not going down that route tonight, because I genuinely think that when Dandalf sat at home or in work watching my videos, at certain points, probably a few times a week, he goes, "Oh, why? Why has he done that?" Something whose residents you care for more than family, you see them more than your family. Well, absolutely. I mean, Mrs. Geek, she worked the last couple of weeks. She had 11 days leave. She went in for 4. She was off for 1. Bear in mind she works nights, so a day off is a joke. Back in for 4, off for 1, and then off for 4. The 4, we were obviously going to Derby Jail and stuff. How old are you again, Dandal? 56. Oh, Jenny. Yeah, I won't be making any videos about that anytime. I'm just going to post simple sentence. Just assume my support. It's probably safer. Boo and Kenny's interviews also. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to. I got a lot of time for Boo Productions. I've got all the time in the world for Kenny Biddle. I mean, I've said it. I don't know how many times that I learned more about paranormal investigating, debunking of Dandalf, Parple, and Biddle than any. And I'm not slighting anyone by listing those 3. But Dandalf taught me masking and rotoscoping. I don't rotoscope myself. Programming has come along since then. But Dandalf taught me rotoscoping, not to the point that I could do it because I didn't have that editing software, but I knew what I was looking for. Parple got even deeper into things like that. And Kenny, just the practical on-site stuff. And to watch these newer channels, like the Paranormal Engineer, to watch a newer channel like the Paranormal Engineer come up, be an investigator at some point, realise that he's doing things wrong, go to Biddle and say, right, what do I need to do? Kenny taking the time out to say to somebody with a tiny channel, realistically, this is what you could do, this is what you could do, this is what you could do, this is what doesn't work, and then him take that on board, taking investigations, go to one of the most haunted places allegedly in America, and put those things to the test, knowing you could get bite back from the owners, knowing you could get bite back from the paranormal community at large, because what he inadvertently did was disprove a lot of claims in there. Oh yeah, these balls are rolling down this room because the fucking spirit level's doing that. We all learned about Kenny's finger action on Crow's Live the other day. What? I was half watching that because I have to mute him when I'm editing, but I've always got... If there's somebody live when I'm editing, I've got them on that monitor up there just to show support. I've been commenting 30 minutes behind chat. Adam, are you not bored yet? We all know you don't work for Netflix. And we all know I just banned you for thirsting over my wife and Flurio. Fucking Muppet. You're banned again. Version 5R. See, this is the same person creating multiple accounts. Honestly. Honestly, go outside and touch some grass. These... I'm getting amused right now. Oh dear. A spirit level needs a new bubble. It does not. Hey, this is a hand-crafted spirit level from Kenny Biddle. Skeptical help bar. Beardo gets scared. Higher side here. Higher side. Kenny made me this with instructions, so I don't fuck up again. Side of guy curtain tracker. That was hilarious. Do you know what? The weird thing, my living room TV paranormal engineer is on this account, Beardo's Man Cave, and I wasn't subscribed to, and it came up in my feed, and I was like, of all the weird shit to come up in my feed, is the Side Eye Guy's dad's curtains being tracked across the world? You were in the top 3. So you get 3 videos and then a shitload of shorts. You were up on that top 3 bar when I wasn't subscribed off this account. What the fuck? Ah, that was hilarious. I believe it comes under malicious communications in the UK. I think it's the same guy. They just create numerous accounts. Ah, well. Spirit level. Yeah, that's how you find ghosts, is a spirit level. If the bubble moves when it's flat, there's clearly a ghost. It's very annoying with people to do that. That's several months ago. It's fun for a short time. Then I guess I was initially getting really annoyed with it all because there were 7 or 8 of them every fucking stream with numerous accounts. Now there's a little bit less of them, and I'm just mocking and banning them. It is fun to eat them, and you know, I didn't even know Jolene was in. Jolene was just like headshot. Used to make dolls out of old curtains. I want those curtains. They remind me of... I'm pretty sure Sega's getting them taken to Australia so he can use them in his set. I was laughing about this last night. The weird things that this community latch on to. Like, don't tell him I said this. Parple's nose isn't really that fucking big. But then Dandalf prints out a poster of the Earth... this giant fucking nose out of it. It's Parple's nose. And for 2 years, Parple's nose is huge. I get a bunch of guys threatening to beat me up, describe their weaponry. I describe it slightly wrong. So people mistake if I got threatened with a wooden spoon, and I get 314 wooden spoons sent to my house in total? Oh, 15 now, because Glasgow Ghost Hunter sent me one with shit stirrer written on it. Alright, Dandalf, I was being nice, but yeah, it's fucking massive. Huge! I do believe that the reason he's hopping countries is because he's putting immigrants in his nostrils, and he's getting back to Dover, he's like... Population! It has a different time zone, fucking hell. Yeah, I don't get love spoons, I get hate spoons. You know, we've got the Welsh hate love spoon, I get Welsh hate spoons. Jolene, I appreciate you lurking and sniping. Annalise was actually in for a while earlier. And as soon as you say Dandalf, she's like, brah! I don't know why she keeps calling Dandalf a bra, it's confusing the shit out of me. Is he a bit of a tit? Dan, when am I going to get trolls to ban? Jenny, honestly, I think they're watching this chat long enough and they get off on it so much. You saying that may actually get them to turn up in Dandalf's live stream. When Salmon comes back. Who's Salmon? Was Salmon a troll you had? You know why Dandalf don't get trolls? He don't argue with people. Wonder if Loverboy will be back. Oh, he'll get a new account in a couple of days when he's bored because he's got no friends in real life. Tis what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. The funniest part is these people think they're getting under my skin when I'm clearly amused by it, and you lot are clearly amused by it. They get banned, and then people donate into the channel, and it's like... Love to see you, Parple and Mr. Great together on a live or gaming together. I love your rapport. The biggest issue there is some of the games that they play would infuriate me anyway. You show angry Dandalf gets. I would be even worse. When I played Fall Guys, the rage I had for Fall Guys was off the scale. And then they play those games where they chain together or carrying glass, and I'm like, nah, I couldn't do it. Oh, Goose Goose Duck. I did play Goose Goose Duck on the 24-hour live. That and the other one, Among Us, I thought they were shit. And then I played them. I was like, actually, these are kind of fun. Is Parple off on adventure? Probably. I don't know. The weather's not exactly great anyway right now, is it? I was over on Reddit after we had a Reddit meet at a karaoke bar, and a troll of the group was like, I'm a nice guy in real life. No, you lie about being a nice guy in real life. They're just bored in their real life, I think. Just bored, hateful people. Fall Guys an infuriating game. I had to take my stream down. I was on Twitch, and I had to take my stream down. And Yorkie couldn't breathe for laughing at how bad I lost my temper with it. There was a crab game a crab. Oh, Jesus Christ! What was the TV show on Netflix? It was Crab Games, was it? There was a cheaper version made, and we had a lobby when I was on Twitch with like 30 people in it. I lost my shit with that as well. No, the game was called Crab Games, but the Netflix show was called Squid Games. I play with my friends, but I have stick drift. Yeah, I played it on keyboard and mouse back then. I feel like they have to be accountable for anything. Yeah, it's because they're on the internet, they think there's no harm in it. I mean, I took a video down that I put out on the weekend because I spoke to somebody that I 100% ripped into in the video. I spoke to him on the weekend. The mistakes made both ends, so we both decided to call it a day and remove the slating of each other for the benefit of everyone. Probably the right call. Most people will automatically turn into a duck. Not that I still don't understand that game. I was trying to clean shit, and then it was like, who's the killer? And then the game ended, and then I realised I was the killer, and I had no idea. Hate that program, Squid Game. So I loved the first season. I fully bought into the hype. And the second one, I got bored. Can't play PvP because, one, I cry when they kill me, and I cry when I kill them. It's not for me. Fair enough. Dan, if it was called Crab Games, I don't know if it's still on Steam. It was like rudimentary junk graphics. You start off in a room with bunk beds, but the bunk beds are too big for the characters. It's all out of proportion. But then you actually play their versions of the Squid Game. It was a lot of fun. But rage-inducing, because, you know, like the one where you're jumping across the glass, you never know when you're going to go through. Fucking fuming. But you can push people as well, I think. Congrats on your extended Backstreet Boys VIP membership by submitting your fan dance video now. Thank you for the $5. Jose Soterigan. Yeah, I think Squid Games should have been a one and done. Let me have a look on Steam. See if... Dandalf, would you be up for that? If we could get a community night going with Crab Games. I'm going to have a look if it's still on... If it's still on Steam, because I don't think I've ever played it on this PC. It's on that one. If I don't stream... Please leak that video. What? What? Crab Game and Crab Game 2, and they are both free now. Where'd it go? Crab Game is free. Crab Game 2 is 3. But it's shit. Mostly negative reviews. That's it. Crab Game. Thought I could play. What's going on there? Can I see my chat? Sandra, how you doing? Speaking of slating, what the fuck is... I don't know what's going on there, to be honest. That's who I had a conversation with, because obviously I put out a video that was clearly designed to piss him off, and it was a stupid idea. But absolutely be up for a Squid Game style game, even with crabs. Maybe we can try and find a day at some point this month where we can all sit down, because you can get... Obviously, you can open the Discord to as many voices as you want, and I think you can put up to 50 players in it. It'll be carnage, but it's a free game, so a lot of people will be able to play it. Absolutely be up for... Right, there's something we can discuss, Dandalf. My next 2 weeks are fucked. I'm way too busy the next 2 weeks, but maybe we can arrange something. If you like the whole SCP thing, Species Unknown is a fun game. Dan got crabs. I didn't say that. How about trivia? Trivia games are really hard to do on YouTube because of the 30-second time delay. Really difficult to pull off. There's Jackbox party games. I used to play them on Twitch and it worked. On YouTube, it's much more difficult because of the 30-second delay. And there's always somebody viewing that's not playing, giving answers to people and stuff in the comment section. I have no idea how to play Crab Game or play one on my laptop. It's not an intensive game, so it'll run on pretty much everything, I think. Right. I'm actually going to download that while I'm live. Do you hear that one, Annalise? I'm downloading a game. Crab Game is already in your library. Oh. Oh, it's in my library, but it's uninstalled. I see. Install. Game being installed. Have you ever thought of playing Cards Against Humanity? Played that with my in-laws. Do you remember the insult of one of the nicknames I came up with for Seg, Dick Fingers? That came from Cards Against Humanity. We were playing it on New Year's Eve one year. And obviously, my father-in-law, his hands are fucking massive because he's a bricklayer. And one of the cards, the answers was Dick Fingers, and it was in regards to a question of his, and it buckled us. And then when the Cider Guy went live and he did that with his hand, I was like, oh my god, he's got Dick Fingers too. But yeah, it came from Cards Against Humanity. Yeah, Louise, tell him to download it. That could be fun. Because what we could potentially do is open up a big Discord stream, but then say Dandalf, whoever that streams wants to do it, maybe we could all stream at the same time. People could bounce around streams and watch different camera angles and stuff. That could be really cool, actually. Don't verify the code. We need to do a watch-along, Mr. Grey. What about a lovely game of Jackbox? We definitely never played. I played Jackbox with Jimmy Barnes and Jason, and... Do you ever play them with us, Coombsy? And that guy I berated because I was drunk and he didn't have a t-shirt on. We were live on YouTube. It was in the pandemic. Everyone was locked in. And I had turned into a borderline... It might not even have been borderline. I was drinking a lot because I'd fuck all else to do. I'd been furloughed from work. And every Friday we went live on Jimmy Barnes' channel. And we would play the Jackbox games. And this guy was being a bit weird to women in comments and stuff. But nothing too much. And then Jimmy goes live. We all turn our cameras on YouTube. And there's this guy in bed, clearly with nothing on, the quilt pulled down to there, and he's giving it all this. I could have hid behind him. He was a very large chap. And some of the women in the group got a little uncomfortable, and you could see them like, this guy's got no top on. And then there was a couple of jokes from people about, you know, could you put a t-shirt on? And he didn't take the hint, and he honed in on one of the ladies called Jess. And I was like, oi, prick. Put your fucking burger nipples away. Nobody needs to see it. What the fuck is up with you, you pervert? Everyone's laughing, and then Jimmy is trying to get order and like, Beardo, stop shouting at people. Stop telling them that they've got burger nipples. And every time he turned up my comment section to be like, I really apologise, I was like, fuck you, burger nips. I really didn't like that guy. I woke up in the morning, we had our own sort of Facebook group, and they were all just in there like, can't believe the way you went at him. I was like, he's just lurking after women. Oh, it gives me the ick. Ah, that man was probably still known as Burger Nips. Oh, when Deacon did the Truffle Shuffle, I had a nightmare after that. We had a lot of fun on that. Jimmy got a lot of streams taken down as well. There was a lot of streams Jimmy got taken, or he had to take down because of shit that I'd said drunk. Me and Jason Claw were probably the worst. But there was like designer t-shirt. And Jimmy would go, please don't draw cocks. Please don't draw cocks. The t-shirts would be revealed. There'd be cocks, jizz, pubes, tits and fanny everywhere. Ah, dear. Ah, those streams were fun. I did one on my channel, so I'm never doing that again. Because mine got taken down. Ah, dear. They were fun times, them. I enjoyed them. Gotta get back to work. Work through my boredom again. Have a good stream. What time did you finish? 4 o'clock. You're winding down now, right? I'm house sitting and there's a cat here. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Irish, I was drunk. Thank you for the €2. How are you doing? Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Drunk a lot of water. Ah, I wish I could remember that guy's name. I gave him hell. There was him, and then there was a guy in the Funko community, and he'd been burgled, and we all sent him gifts, and then we found them on eBay, and then he got his house burnt down or some shit, and he sold. People were gifting him, and I caught him on eBay. I went hell for leather at that guy. I went at him so hard. Sorry, post stream just came back. A comment about Epica, the like Nightwish, the symphonic metal with female. All right, that sounds interesting. I'm currently hungover. Bank holiday in Ireland. Huh? Sure. Since I've been doing this full time, I don't even know when bank holidays are anymore. It's weird. What day was it? Thursday. Thursday daytime. My daughter asked me to do something. I was like, can't, sorry. I've got a stream. Oh, can you take me somewhere at 7 o'clock? No, I can't. Why? Because I'm streaming. All right. You don't normally stream on a Thursday, do you? I was like, no, it's Sunday. I thought Sunday was Thursday. But then again, I do have insomnia. Last week was horrible. Horrible for insomnia. And I thought Thursday was Sunday. I don't know what week that Sunday was. But there. Pinkies, thank you for the troll tax. Have we had another one? We haven't had another one, have we? Thank you anyway. We don't have a troll tax. Don't you have a calendar beard? Yeah, there's one back there. Terrifier. I got one on my phone. I got one on my PC. There's one on the side of the fridge that Mrs. Geek makes me cross off and write what videos I'm recording and what times and stuff. And I completely ignore it. It's Monday done, 4 days left. Time to pack up my work and go home. Enjoy, safe travels. He has a calendar in the fridge and he only sees it when it's coffee or food time. See? Coombsy knows. Mrs. Geek tries to organise me. I'm a very disorganised person. Very. I mean, I'm disorganised to the point that you probably can't see it. There's a box there that I spent hours going through the other day, realising that my fuel receipts for tax and stuff were not in date order. I'd just literally been throwing them in a box for a year. They were all over the place, and I found a t-shirt in there. Insomnia sucks bad. Yeah, insomnia has absolutely fucking done me this year. My sleep has been so messed up. But, in good news with insomnia, my birthday's in 3 days. In June. We all tried, we all gave up. I know. And I tried. And I gave up. Gaming with Sega. I am not doing a duet with the side-eye guy. Just putting that out there. I'm not ruining my illustrious music career of playing all the shit-all pubs in the UK by singing with the side-eye guy. Clip it and ship it. I want it known. Calendars on the fridge for the same reason. I see it every time I walk in the kitchen, and now I use stickers to highlight important shit. I'm gonna go to the whiteboard day, and it's got Vigo on it. Somebody made me a Vigo poster, and I haven't got a frame or any space. It's on my whiteboard that I should be using to map out my week. And then once I've done that, clean it off, and oh dear, that explains you picking up summer shirts. I mean, my studio is still the cleanest it's ever fucking been. I've got that box there, an empty box, and a few bits that I've got to do for a thank you community thing. The daughter has trashed that bit there because she went in my toolbox and left all my tools all over the floor, and she refuses to put them back. Get this, because she's got her own toolbox now and she keeps that one clean. And actually, I did use the toolbox the other day because I got lights up there now. Summer shirts. I mean, I don't have summer and winter clothes, to be fair. I own 3 sweaters. I can't remember the last time I wore them, outside of when I had a job that I had to wear like shirts and jumpers too. I had shorts and a vest on the other day, and it was 3 degrees. I'm like, I'm in the house. It's not cold in here. I came out here and quickly put some jogging bottoms on because it was fucking freezing out here. I just had an edible and I have a shift now. Good luck with that. It'd be a burglar. Did you hear that? Jen, hello, it's not my birthday until June. Not until... Are you the Jen? Are you the Jen? I'm not going to ban you. But are you that? You are, aren't you? I'm not going to ban you. Are you that, Jennifer? I think you are. Screw it. The real world's a scary one. Fucking absolutely. I like to stay in here. Swing on my chair. Even if I'm not recording, sometimes I sit out here to watch TV. Latest James. Although the living room TV, I'm going to start rewatching films because it's like the QLED and all that stuff. Things look so good. TV shows, some of them don't look good. You can see the sets and shit. But yeah, I am going to rewatch some movies in that proper definition. You know, the 4K. Oh, I am. Happy birthday anyway. Thank you. Oh dear. Have I got more notifications from haters? No. I don't. I just saw a load of notifications on this channel. It was like, has somebody come back? That's court. Yeah. Wait, you're going to a magistrate court after eating an edible? Ah, fuck that. I know somebody. I'm not going to say his name because he'll kill me. In his later years, and he was having issues with pain. And obviously I had some edibles because of my issues with back pain. So I was like, oh yeah, I could have a bag of these. This is how you do it. Just take one, couple of hours before bed, not as you go to bed, couple of hours before bed. You'll know when it's time to go to sleep because you've never done it before. They are quite strong, so maybe start off with half of one. Unfortunately, there was a couple of duds in the pack. And he took one, and it had 0 effect. And he took it in the day because he was off work, he was in that much pain. The next day, he took one. Nothing. That night, he took 2, went to bed, and he thinks nothing happened. He went to the doctors. He went to the doctors about the pain he was in. And then he rings me outside, borderline having a panic attack, and he's like, I don't know what's going on. What's the matter? He's like, I've just gone in the doctors for an appointment, and like I just feel myself getting warm, and everything started like slowing down, and everything got really loud, and I could feel my own pulse in my head. And then I felt really sick and started sweating, and then the nurse called my name, and I ran out of there because I was scared they knew I was high. He basically whiteyed in the doctors. I was so amused. He never asked me to help him with pain management after that. Oh. Whew. Yeah, Megan, leave it. It was something that happened a long time ago. It's fine. Oh. He never forgive me for it either. I was like, it's your fault. Told you. Half a one. Half a one. Few hours before you go to bed. Not take one, go to bed, not realise that they work far slower. And then go to a doctor's appointment. He couldn't even drive home. He had to ring his wife to pick him up. He was too high to drive. And when he came back here to tell me, I was just like, what the fuck? Ah, really, really nice guy, and he really didn't want. He didn't want to do edible. He was in so much pain with arthritis. He was like, nothing I'm taking is working. I'm like, try these. But he did confirm that he didn't feel any pain when he fucking ran out of the doctors, and the pain was in his legs. Ah. I'm going to ask him after if I can tell you who he was. Yep, staying away from edibles. Yeah. I drove a long way to get him because I was in absolute fucking agony at the time. I'll only get stuff if I'm in absolute agony. Ah, that was one of those times, and it led to a great life story. Oh dear. I take gummies and make sure my sister and niece know in case something happens with my dad. Yeah. Absolutely. My biggest fear wasn't that he'd whitey in the doctors. My biggest fear was he'd drive the next day. As you know, responsibly, yeah. And I genuinely, he was in agony. I felt so fucking bad for the guy. And I'm sat there like, well, yeah, my back pain ain't playing up so much today. My sofa is slowly swallowing me whole because I'm like being sucked into it. Speaking of edibles, I watch YouTube channel. They've pranked each other with them. It's funny as fuck. Ah, see, I wouldn't do that to somebody. Whew. Every time you vape, I want to use my pop vape. I use it for nausea and pain management. Edibles are too much. You find out too late. Yeah, I've got. Julie, it can be legal in the UK, but you've got to get a prescription, and it's very, very expensive. And if my neck issues continue with the way they go in, I'm going to see about getting a prescription, because I wake up probably 3 or 4 times a night, and my neck is locked, and I'm in agony with it. I can't move properly, and I got to slowly kind of rock myself to where it frees up, but it hurts to do it. But then I take the painkillers I take. I can't go to the toilet, and they make me feel sick, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to take them. You can always tell in my videos when I've had a day where I've had to take painkillers, because my eyes do that. It's okay, beat out the family members, what? Read John Boy's comment above. Last time I tried anything like that, they tried to fly me over my way. Ah, it's expensive with a prescription in the UK as a private. Yeah, and they pull your pants down for it. But I want to stay legal, to be fair. But sometimes the pain is just so much. Yeah, Cocodamol. I never used to feel sick off them. I mean, I used to take them like fucking Smarties. Obviously prescribed and stuff, but then when my back gets really messed up, they tried to give me Tramadol, and I refused to take it. I had fucking Oromorph was probably the worst thing I've ever had to take in my life. It was when my back was really screwed up in 2011. They gave me Oromorph. My grandmother was still alive, so it might even have been before that. And I just sort of came to in Tesco's car park. I had no idea how I'd got there. I had no idea why I was there. No idea what I was Basically, I'd been sent to the shop to get some stuff. I had a shopping list in my pocket, and I don't remember walking there, and I just sort of became alert that I was in Tesco's car park, like, the fuck am I doing here? And I walked home really confused, walked in, I was like, I don't know what I've done. And I think I may have had a bit of a panic attack about it. And then I refused to take anything opium-based ever again. Brother-in-law with Parkinson's just got funding to get it free to help with the shaking. Yeah, for things like that, absolutely, it should be free. It should be decriminalised across the board, in my opinion. Because what it'll do is it'll put the criminal aspect of it out of business. Sorry, late again. Insomnia is driving me nuts. Jennifer Taylor, I know the feeling. Welcome in. I have a couple of 10s and EMS devices. Want to charge to use, but I can't use them that much. I'm allergic to the sticky pads. Ugh. Never tried the 10s thing. I tried all of the... I've gone and had, like, deep tissue sports massage and stuff, and it helps a little. Tried all of the creams and shit. My biggest issue is I'm allergic to ibuprofen. So that's me screwed there for anti-inflammatories, and then the other stuff they were giving me was diclofenac I was on at one point, but long term that really messes your stomach up, and it's got carcinogenic properties to it. What was it? Probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I decided that I was just going to not take any medication at all whatsoever, and I managed a good couple of years where I didn't take anything other than paracetamol. But the last 3 years, when I went to the factory and I was lifting, I started having to take painkillers again. 20 years due to pain, can't do them anymore because it gives me severe paranoia. Yeah, it's not for everyone. I can't take NSAIDs. They have admin diclofenac with no omeprazole. My stomach doesn't like it. That's why I have the stomach issues that I do, is because of the amount of painkillers, diclofenac. What was the other stuff they used to give me? They give me stuff for my stomach. Then they had, like, to coat my stomach. Then there was diazepams to stop the muscle spasms, because my issue is bones, but my muscles go into spasm to compensate for it. My neck, I don't know what's going on. And Mrs. Geek's like, go to the doctors. I don't want to go to the doctors for my neck, because they're just going to go, here, take the drugs. I'd rather fucking not. They make me feel like shit. Thank you. And the last doctor, I'm not allowed to see him anymore. I walks into the doctors. I wasn't expecting to be fucking insulted. But I sit down. I'm a hefty bloke with a beer belly. He is a hefty bloke, but with a bigger belly. And he looks me dead in the eye. And he was like, but you are morbidly obese. If you lost some weight, your back wouldn't hurt so much. He didn't look at my file. He didn't look at my injuries. Nothing. He just said, you hurt because you were fat. And I responded with the following. The fuck did you just say to me, you fat... I'll come over that desk and slap the... How dare you? I went ape shit. Walked out of the desk because I want to complain about that doctor. He's just called me fat. I am, but he's bigger than me. How dare he? I was fucking raging. You're in pain. You walk into the doctor. You can't turn your head to the right. I'd lost the use of my right arm, and Mrs. Geek had to take me there. And when he did eventually try to diagnose me, he told me I had bone spurs in my shoulder. I had to go to fucking x-rays, and they were like, no, it's your neck and your back again. Why are you in having x-rays on your shoulder? So the same doctor as Mr. Gree? Probably not. I live a long, long way from him. Fibromyalgia pain. Yeah, I know a fair few people with fibro. Flurio suffers with it. I think a couple of my mods do as well. Horrible, horrible thing. I'm supposed to take a leave with the ulcer it kills, but it's still doing. My head is pounding. A UC Davis doctor did that to me. I had to tell him the x-rays that led me there were my hands, wrists and arms. Ridiculous. Yeah, it's because you're fat. I was like, fuck, I broke my back when I was skinny, you knob. And the second time I broke my back, I was hench as fuck. As hench as I've ever been. I've never been that big. But I had muscle. Oh, you're overweight. No! Broke my back. Twice. You fucking idiot. If it was to do with size, if the issues I were having was because of my weight, you would be in agony, sir. For you are far more rotund than I. I called him out. I've never ever lost my temper with a doctor. That guy, I was so insulted by it because he was bigger than me. He sat there with his shirt buttons holding on for dear fucking life and waiting for one to ping off and hit me in the eyeball or something, and he called me fat. I was fucking so angry. Ah. I love it when doctors tell you to stop, ease down, doing things they do, and they do it themselves. Yeah. You need to get out. You need to get walking. All right, cool. When are you starting? Documented thyroid disorder. I keep being put on things to make the medication not absorb. Jesus. You can't sleep. I can't sleep on opiates. I get the fucking restless leg. My legs just start doing whatever they want. Like doing an Irish jig in bed. Like, can you go to sleep like the rest of me, please, you fucking idiots? But it is what it is. How did we get onto this conversation? But it had a massive growler of a belly button as well, probably. You could see little bits of fur poking out of the gaps with the buttons. I'm like, I may be fat, but at least my shirt's baggy. Tend to have a nut and bolt for an ankle, a pleat up my leg. Oh shit. Mean pain in the arthritis. Yeah, like this morning I got up this morning, relatively pain-free for me. Fun times. Gone into the loo, done my morning evacuation, brushed my teeth, came downstairs, said hello to Mrs. Geek, sat on the sofa, drank my first coffee, no pain. Got up, went to the kitchen, done my second cup of coffee, went to come out here to start my day of recording, got up and I was just like, fuck! Here we go, another day of it. But it hasn't been too bad since. I kind of tried to massage it out because it was definitely muscular. It was off to the side. So for doing a tight on my arms, when I'm got infected years ago, spent the night in hospital. The male nurse, not a doc, told me it was scabies. Oh, Jesus Christ. I remember... I may be misremembering this. And I might not be able to talk about that. Basically, I had a friend that had mental health issues, and harming herself was part of it. And for years, she hadn't done anything. She was in a good place mentally. And she'd, I wasn't there, but I got told the story of she'd gone to a doctor's in London to a completely unrelated illness. And the doctor had spotted marks on her arms. Old marks, not fresh by any stretch. He was from a different country and said something about... Obviously, there was a mental health issue, and he said something about that dark forces could be at play. And I'm like, did you see a real doctor, or was this just some fucking guy? What the hell? Set her back years. Hey, Occult Life Media, how you doing? Tried nerve ablations in my back for the first time, worked the second and third time. Nope. That's the problem. Like, you can have the steroid injections, the cortisone injections, and the more you have them, the more they don't work. I mean, my father-in-law, his issues with his ankles, he keeps getting these injections, and they're getting less and less effective on him. Poor guy. Rare type of spina bifida with a tethered spinal cord. Oh, Jesus. hit my pain specialist. She walks in, say, "What did you expect by coming in today? I'm not doing anything for you." And then there's 5 severe things wrong with my spine. Yeah, that's the issue. My favourite one, I didn't lose my temper, but I did call them a fucking idiot. Was I'd gone to physiotherapy, and physiotherapy for me is absolutely fucking pointless because I know the exercises and I do the exercises. I'd gone down to physio at the hospital because I was suffering with my neck and my shoulder. And he was like, "Right, can you get on the floor? Can you do this and stretch this way?" And I'm like, "Yeah, fine." Oh no, it was an assessment. It was an assessment on my loss of movement. So I'm on my hands and knees and I'm stretching one arm out, one leg out, and then switching over and all that stuff. And there's a noticeable weakness in your left leg and your right arm. And I'm like, "Well, I know this, but yeah, crack on." She's like, "Right, can you turn over?" So I turned over. "Right, can you lift your legs up?" And I went, "Yep." And I lifted my legs up. Then I lifted my arms up, and she went, "Oh, that's strange." Like, what? She's like, "Well, you've turned over, and now the pain is in the other arm and the other leg." Excuse me? You've turned over. And the accusational tone of her was next level. And I was like, "Right, let me just stop you there. I'm not in here to get any sort of benefits or anything. I work. I'm not trying to pull a fast one. I just want a proper diagnosis because it's getting worse." And she was like, "Yeah, but you've turned over and now that arm is weak and that leg is weak. How do you explain that?" I said, "Because I fucking turned over, haven't I? I'm facing that way. This arm, when I'm this way, is now on this side of me. You have looked at my right arm and judged it as my left. And when I've turned over, think I've swapped arms. That's not how it works. You were looking at the back of this." She was so stupid, and the accusational tone of her, like I was trying to pull a fast one. Like, I work for a living. I haven't come here to get any free money or anything. I just want a diagnosis and some help with physio because I am struggling. Oh, I was so fucking... Ah. I don't know why I keep meeting really bad fucking health professionals. It's strange because you switched over and the pain has jumped. No, it hasn't. I've literally turned over. You've answered your own question. What the fuck? There was somebody else in there, and I saw them do that. There was another like nurse or doctor or something in there, just like... Safe to say, I never went back. I did call them a fucking idiot as I left. I was really insulted by it, you know? The tone of it was like I was... Because a lot of health professionals are shit people, probably. I know they get bad days like the rest of us, but don't take it out on somebody that's just looking for a bit of help with pain management. Or some of these doctors could feel... true. It's like, what's the pain on a scale of 1 to 10? I don't know. Your scale of 1 to 10, not having my issues, is going to be a lot lower than what mine is. The doctor was no Sherlock. Absolutely not. There are some people, I wonder, they got their jobs. I mean, I've got quite a high pain tolerance with the issues with my back and my neck. If I stub my toe. Nope, no pain tolerance whatsoever. Not very professional. No. I mean, to be fair, in all of the years of accidents, injuries and illnesses and all the other stuff that I've had, 2 experiences that were really bad. Just 2. The NHS is a wonderful, amazing thing, and we are very lucky in the UK to have it. I was afraid to say 10 because it could always get worse. True. I think the only time I ever said a 10 was when I crashed my motorbike. And they thought I broke my femur. And they were like, "What's the pain?" I was like, "It's a fucking 10. And they were cutting my gear off me. And I was like, as soon as they cut the leathers off, my leg's just going to do that. Turned out it didn't break it. It's just really, really badly bruised from the petrol tank hitting me. I had a friend that was in a wheelchair that went to the doctor for pain in his knees. Doctor wrote her off as no way. No. Wouldn't surprise me. The computer told Claire she was fit for work when she was having a Crohn's flare-up. That's the other thing. I mean, the pressure the workplaces put on people to attend work when they're ill now is fucking incredible. When I worked in the car manufacturer, in the engine plant, I was on security. And they rang me and they were like, you need to get into work, we're short-staffed. I've got the flu. I've got the flu. If I come in, everyone's going to get fucking ill, isn't they? So, yeah, I went in. I was like, right, everyone stay away from me. I got the flu. Guess what happened? 3 days later, instead of being 2 people short, because 2 of us had the flu, everyone was ill. Security department couldn't run and they had to get agency people in. Because they were so like, you can't miss a day's work. Can't have a man down on day and a man on nights. Took everyone out. Idiots. And the phone calls people get from HR departments and stuff. I had it with Tesco. I drove the HR manager to have a breakdown because of the fucking relentless bullying she did of people on the sick. And I'm like, I broke my back in a fight on your door, and you were telling me you're going to come to my house to assess me. Are you medically trained? No. Do you have doctor's notes? Yes. I will bring you my x-rays and all that shit. Do not turn up at my house. Sure. Every day she was ringing. You need to come back to work. It's only a back injury. There are other people that work here and listing off illnesses, and they still turn up to work. It's like, yeah, but they can fucking walk. I took the piss towards the end. Dean will remember it because she was horrible. Absolutely horrible to people, and I had a very horrible experience in my real life while I was going through all that shit. Where my ex, I found out she was cheating on me because she left the phone on the bed. And this guy was waiting for me to go to work, and I saw the message, and I was like, what the fuck? And there was an incident, and I'd gone to work, and I'd broke my hand. Not on a person. I got to work, broke my hand, and I'd split between my fingers. Basically, I'd punched a brick wall outside in temper. It was better than hitting a person, you know? I got into work, and I was gluing my hand. And she walked past and went, and what have you done now? And it was the only time I never bit back at her. And I looked her dead in the eye and I went, please, not today. I'm really not in the mood for it. I can do my job. I haven't phoned in sick. Just not today. And then she went upstairs, and obviously somebody that I worked with that knew me had said to her, no, leave him, because this is what's happened. She came downstairs, all fucking hoity-toity, looked me dead in the eye and said, next time, leave your personal shit at home and don't bring it into work. And she walked off with a smile on her face. I didn't react. I didn't say anything. I just sat there seething. Did my night shift. I did my job. I went back off. With my back. I was off for a couple of weeks. I went back in. They do your return to work, and it was always her doing the return to work. It's just fucking horrible. She's trying to catch you out, and I'm like, doctor says I shouldn't be walking, but I am. So, I'd gone in, and it was funny because I walked in, and they put 2 security guards in the office, one either side. I'm like, what are they for? They're like, in case you kick off. So, grow up. And by the way, you ain't gonna do shit. Replace him with somebody else that can stop me. So I sit down, they're doing the return to work interview, and I'm like, well, where's the mega bitch? And they were like, don't say that, we're recording the interview. I was like, no, where is she? Where is the mega bitch? And they wouldn't tell me, and blah, blah, blah. We go through the return to work. Are you fit to work? Yeah, but don't put me on the door for 2 hours stood there because I physically can't do it, but I can run the cameras, and as long as I can go between standing and sitting, I'm absolutely fine. If there's a physical intervention, I ain't doing it. Grand, job sorted, well done. Left the interview, but one of the managers that was interviewing me was a friend of mine in the real world. I walked out of the office, so where is she then? She's had a bit of a breakdown arguing with you, and then she found out that her husband was cheating on her. And I am not, I repeat, not ashamed to say that I did the following. I went downstairs behind the security desk at the back office. I got the personnel keys off the hook. I walked up into her personnel office. I went into the personnel drawer. I got her phone number and I rang her off her phone. And I said the following. Is that? And then her name. She went, yeah, who's that? I said, it's Dale. How about you leave your fucking personal life at home and you get your ass into work? And I hung up on her. She never returned to that job. She made so many people's lives hell for years. She was horrible. I broke it. Fucker. Horrible. Horrible. Horrible woman. Sitting in gaming chairs does my back. Yeah, I can't use them. This isn't a gaming chair. It's got like all the lumbar support stuff. This is seriously the best chair I've ever had. Ever. Except when the daughter comes out here and then she adjusts everything to fit her back and I'm like, will you fucking stop it? It's given 5 years tops in 2030 and that's when my friends and family disappeared. Plenty of kindness tokens were offered. Jesus Christ. I mean, I was told at 32 that I would be in a wheelchair by 40. I shouldn't be walking. I'm 44 and I'm still physically able to walk. I'm still physically able to... Probably couldn't run, but that's because I'm fat. Excuse me. I should call off the emergency number because a drunk guy was bleeding out front of a house. He said was in a lot of pain and was cold. They refused to come out because he was drunk. That manager failed to send you to occupational health and harassed you. I was already getting all the care I needed. She just didn't like me. She didn't like me from the day I moved stores. I moved from one store to another because they had problems on nights with drunks. And I was known as the guy that would get stuck in, but I took my own team everywhere and I sorted violent confrontational issues out. That was kind of my job in the company. And on my first day, she referred to me as a hired thug. And I told her to go boil her own head. Because everyone feared her and I didn't. But there we go. We get applause for Beardo. I still go shopping there. There's a couple of managers that remember exactly what I did. And they remember other things like the WrestleMania video. Where I put some guy through a table after he'd spat in my face and bit a hole in my hand. In a wheelchair before. I think Cass, I think if I'd stayed on the course that I was on with all of the painkillers, I truly think I'd be in a wheelchair by now. Truly. Because all it does is mask pain. I've learnt what I can and can't do, and I don't do what I can't do anymore. And I think that is what has allowed me to go far beyond the scope of where they thought I would be physically. At some point it's come into me, but when it does, it does. But I'm not waiting for it, and if it never happens, I'll be like, ha! Got out of my wheelchair a few years ago, still one of my biggest accomplishments. Annalise, I remember you being in a wheelchair. I remember you being in a wheelchair when the little one was little. In fact, I can't remember who I was having the conversation with. And they didn't know you were ever in a chair and they'd been around forever. And I was like, yeah, she'd been on camera and stuff. Sorry, blah, blah, blah. It's Beardo's fault. It's not you, it's me. True. Trying so hard not to end up in a wheelchair. That will change everything because I live alone. Yeah, it's a horrible thought, but for me, I'm not giving anyone medical advice at all. I'm really not. But for me, getting rid of painkillers, I think, has extended the motion and the movement that I have. I mean, I was supposed to be receiving disablement payments and I was on the doors on a Friday night. I refused to go on. There was a period of 2 years where I was on full disability, but I had no feeling in my legs. When I was really small, I was in a chair, and I still have it. It's gathering dust. Don't mind the chair. It's giving me more independence. Yeah. Listen, when it comes to it, it comes to it. I won't be embarrassed or shy about it. It's just a fact of life because of injuries that I've got. if it doesn't come, all the better. I think I gotta change the subject here, Jesus. Doctors were sure I'd be dead or a quadriplegic. When I walked and talked, they couldn't understand because my C2 was fractured in 2 places, giving me a hangman fracture. Jesus. Did I have withdrawal from pain meds? Yeah. Yeah, major. I mean, I broke my back initially. I was 11 years old. I got run over. And I'd always had problems with it, even as a kid, teenager. It was always painful to me. And I always had moments where my back would just... I'd get an intense pain, and then my left arm would go completely dead, and my legs would just... They weren't there anymore, and I'd go over. And then I started to try and beat it. Like, I can stand up even if I can't feel my legs, and then my legs would shake really violently until I dropped. I had that for years, and then I started training with a couple of really decent guys when I was trying to get into MMA with a fucking broken back. I always tried to push myself, and I hadn't taken painkillers. I was taking painkillers, but not every day. But then I got assaulted, basically, on the doors. I got assaulted, and a woman had stamped on my back when I'm rolling around on the floor, trying to arrest the guy that had beaten her up. She healed into the bottom of my back, and she re-broke my back. I got up and I walked away from it, but that was adrenaline and anger, because this guy really fucked, and then her stamping on me. I went at the back, and I'd even burnt off the disc of CCTV of the assault for the police, and I'd written my report, and it was only when I went to get up, and I just flopped off the chair. I was like, I've got no legs. They don't work anymore. But yeah, it was just short of 2 years. I was put on disability living allowance, and I had to do physio and stuff, and that was when I was given Oromorph and Tramadol and all these different drugs, and then I was getting reactions to stuff, and he was like, take this stomach thing, take this, take that, and that 2 years of my life was kind of a dreamy blur. I remember wallpaper. It used to fascinate me and shit. Because I'd just be staring at it with the patterns because they moved. It was fucking horrible. Horrible. And then I came off them. I was still taking them now and again when I was with Mrs. Geek when I had to. And then, yeah, when we were... I'd gone back on the doors and stuff. I was like, I gotta stop taking them. They're fucking my stomach up. They're fucking my brain up. They're fucking my sleep up. And I think that's where my insomnia issues still happen now, is from giving up painkillers years ago. The baby with epidurals that cause back issues, ADHD meds, when I go off them, it's hell. Yeah, this was years ago. Now, the opioid-based stuff, I didn't take them for very long at all, because I didn't like them. The Tramadol, I still get it on my prescription, but I never have the prescription. Like, it's on the green form. If I kept my prescriptions up, it'd be on there, but I refuse them. I'll go to the pharmacy and I'll cross it off. I'm like, I don't want them. It was tough getting... It was, and it wasn't. Because I was... Even when I was at my worst with it, I was still a bit of a clown. It'd be like, throw darts on my legs, see if that hurt. It did, by the way. The skin still worked absolutely fine. You saw little people on Tramadol made me feel initially really sick and the restless leg, but I wasn't in pain. But then over time, I got used to them, and I was in pain, but still hallucinating wallpaper patterns, swirling and changing and shit. Horrible. And itchy. Always like scratching and itching and feeling almost fuzzy, like there was static over. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. I'll never take it again, no matter how bad I get. Insomnia is from night terrors caused by metformin. 8 years terrible nightmares. Even getting a prescription for the nightmares. I just didn't dream. I think I dreamed when I was awake. 8 restless legs. Yeah, I get it now and again. I don't know if it's like a throwback to when I used to be on all the medications and stuff. But I get restless leg now and again when I'm in bed. I got the fucking tinnitus does my bastard head in because of all the music industry shit. I looked after myself. Ah. It's a crazy, the side effects, medication. I genuinely, I think medication did more damage to me than it helped me. A lot of it. Because of things like, there's certain ways I have to bend. I can't just flop over like most people. I've got no backwards motion at all in my back. My neck's getting there. Like, I know how to move. I can lift weight that I shouldn't be able to lift. I was doing it in the factory because I learned how to bend, how to lift and things in a better way. But when you're on those painkillers and you can't feel a fucking thing, and you're doing things you shouldn't be, you're damaging yourself. But you're damaging yourself and you can't feel it. Really, really fucking stupid. CBD helps with tinnitus. I tried CBD oil. If it works for other people, if we're talking about the stuff without the THC in it, if it works for some people, great. I have never ever found any benefit from it, I don't think. I think it's a placebo. But if it works for you, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just my brain because I think it's a placebo. My world, white noise makes me have auditory hallucinations. I hear screams in the really? I've constantly got high pitched. It's not so bad now because there's like the hum of the PC, the traffic outside. It's not so bad, but as soon as I go to bed, it's just ringing in my ears. Can't lay still and it hurts so bad. It's weird. Agree the meds just numb the problem instead of fixing it. Absolutely. I mean, the operation that they wanted to do on me, I don't even know if it would be viable now. They wanted to put 2 rods up either side of my spine with screws in it and slowly over time straighten my spine out. But the risk of it severing my spinal cord was too great and I'm not doing it. And my cousin, she had the operation that I refused. Her bad wasn't quite as bad as mine, and now she's in a chair after the operation. It made her worse. So I'm glad I knocked the painkillers on the head, and I'm glad I didn't go in a chair. That's not medical advice for anyone. Please don't ever take anything I say as medical advice. It's just that's what worked for me, and it didn't work for my cousin, unfortunately. She's 36. She's been in a chair for 2 years. I think she's still in a chair. I don't know. She might not be. I haven't seen her for ages. THC mixed in rubs are amazing. Joe, I've never thought of that. Well, through the skin. Does that work? Every time I move my head, I can hear it grinding. Do you know what? The grinding in my neck, I can feel it and hear it. And that's obviously where I did injure my neck in a motorbike accident, and I think it just sped up. Because obviously, it's not the discs in my back. The discs are fucked as well now, but my vertebrae sit like that. I've got 2 of them. So my spine's out of alignment, and I think it's basically worked its way up to my neck. I'll get like an intense pinching in my neck, and I can't move and shit. It's fucking horrible. So far, I've avoided it on stream. There was an investigation I did, and I cut the part out because I just got stuck. I couldn't move. There was the place in North Wales with Dean, Dandalf and Parple, where my back was playing up and I couldn't bend to get through a window that I was too big to fit through. I got stuck every time I tried to get in there through the day because I couldn't bend. So I had to kind of post myself through like a letter. I don't think it's in the vid. Dandalf recorded a bit of me being stuck, but then we took it out because I had to get Dean to grab my arms to pull me through. Can you hear it? I can hear it grinding. Not all the time. But I can hear that grinding. I can hear it almost feels like I can hear it in the back of my throat. It's fucking bizarre. That's really good, but it must be THC and CBD full spectrum. I don't even know if we've got that in the UK. Insomnia is mostly loud. It's mostly the very loud with tinnitus. Yeah, I put... Obviously, when Mrs. Geek's in bed, her breathing kind of distracts from the tinnitus. When she's working, I'll put YouTube on. I'll turn my back to it, just rain sounds or something. Even though I can't sleep if it rains, and because we're in a dormer bungalow and the windows are like that, I can't sleep if there's actual rain on it. But I can listen to rain on YouTube and go to sleep. Ah! What a weirdo. X-ray guided steroid injections in my neck, cervical, spine on Saturday, and I'm anxious. They know what they're doing. I really hope that helps, but I understand the nerves around it because I've refused so many injections in my spine. Do I grind my teeth in my sleep? I don't know. I don't think so. I snore like a motherfucker. But Mrs. Geek has never told me to grind my teeth. 100% of the time I can dream about whatever I'm listening to while I'm sleeping. I've been trying to... So when people keep saying about lucid dreaming, I can't do it. I keep trying. I keep trying to go to sleep with certain thoughts to make... I've been trying to trick myself into having, like, really cool dreams. I can't do it. And then when I do dream, I've tried the whole while I'm dreaming, I can control... Never ever fucking works. I wake up like, oh, bollocks, idiot. Listening to sea waves. Oh. The rubs and soaks do not get you high, they just take the pain away. See, that sounds far more palatable to me. As a demonologist, could you give any medical advice to demons? Stay away from the Foreman brothers, because they can spot you with a broken radio and an app. Demons beware. Demons ain't real. Demons ain't real. That whole thing with the exorcism at the hospital, I had so many people like, you've got to look into this, you've got to look into this. There wasn't an exorcism in the hospital. There was a blessing in a care home. Not a care home. But still, yeah, the story was just... What's the East Drive sleep video? Absolutely not. I've heard it's bad with my snoring. Anyway, I don't think it's snoring. I believe that what's actually happening there is I am dreaming that I am a tractor. So there. You don't dream. Makes me wonder if my brain ever shuts off. See, not dreaming. I mean, you may not remember your dreams. That's different. But not dreaming apparently really fucks with your memory. Media wants to interview you again at some point. Oh, what? Do you get relief from topicals? Lucid dream from time to time is fun. I've tried, because my son was into it. And he was like, yeah, lucid dreaming. I was like, how'd you do that? And he explained it. I've read books on it and articles on it. I just can't fucking do it. Like, am I a bit fucking thick when I sleep? Don't start with the you're a bit thick when you're awake, please. Demons are real. There's one that calls himself a pit bull. But he's actually Fanny Crampo. Oh dear. Craig, I wake myself up snoring. I wake the entire house up snoring, which is half the reason I'm trying to like eat better and all that sort of stuff. I've tried Epom salts and arnica rub. I've never heard of any of them. You read books? Yes, I read books. I'm currently reading The Science of Weird Shit by Dr. Chris French via what's her name? Something Hollow. From Uncanny. She's got an encyclopedia of hauntings. I'm reading that in between because I like to balance out the science stuff with the spooky stuff. Because why not? I'm probably going to do some East Drive your leg shakes when you're asleep. I still get restless leg then. Maybe I should watch my... I've tried vitamins. Mrs. Geek tries the vitamins, the electrolytes and all of that with me. It's not her fault. She puts them all out and she's like, right, this is for that, this is for... She's very good at it. And I'll go, yeah, I'll take them now after my coffee. I've got to have coffee before anything. And then they're still on the side 2 days later. And she's like, you haven't taken them again, have you? Because I'm a knob. What is my latest spooky book is probably the Encyclopedia of Hauntings by, what's her name? The Scottish girl, Evelyn Hollow. Thank you very much, Giuseppe. That's the one I'm reading now. But I've got this library. It's Justin's fault. But then also, Glasgow Ghost Hunters have sent me a lot of books on demonology, and I'm reading them because I can't debunk people and sometimes mock people because they're taking the piss without understanding the subject matter. And when people say to me, you don't understand because you know nothing about it, it's like, all right, I've got a demonology diploma. I can show you that. But I took the piss with that. But I have actually done homework on the subject. And educating myself. I don't think I know it all. I don't remember it all. I don't. Some of Chris. I hope he's not watching. But some of Chris French's book about the science of bullshit, kind of fucking boring. Evelyn Hollow's book's really good. I have read The Lady in the Bay Window and The Lady in the Bay Window 2. They are fucking fantastic reads. Hate sleep paralysis, hate hypnopompic, hypnagogic dreams. I dreamed I was awake when I was dead for 2 minutes. Oh, fucking hell. Oof. Got the John Lindo book, The Troll Elves Man. Do you know what? I wanted to get that, but I'm on a bit of a book ban until I've read everything I've got. I've got so many books. I've also got the James Herbert books that were sent to me. There's a quadrilogy of books I got to read. I've also got some detective books that I like to read. I tried the high dose vitamins and it's helped me with my bone density and dry heaving. Really? The thing is, I won't buy them. Hey, AV Stevie, how you doing? I won't buy vitamins for myself because I know I'm a knob and I won't take them and they'll end up going out of date. Take vitamin B12 in addition to multivitamin. It helps wonders for leg and feet stuff. Joe, sorry, Supernatural. It's funny you should mention the South Shields Poltergeist because I've had 2 inboxes about it this week. Both on Facebook off different people. I'm vaguely... The Rats, yes, John Boy. I'm vaguely aware of it. I've also been reading up about the Rhondda Street in Swansea haunting and the Garage Poltergeist in Cardiff. The Garage Poltergeist in Cardiff, the story's not really deep enough for me to do anything with it. There's very little information out about it. The Never Ending to Be Read pile is a book lovers think. Yeah, I know. There'll be more books turn up at some point. There's even Stephen King books I didn't know we had. Newer ones, and I haven't read them. I keep telling everyone I've read every Stephen King book. I haven't. I didn't know there was new ones. Lauren Noyes about magnesium these days. Yeah, there is. There's a lot of weird false information. Fucking Joe Rogan. The reason I stopped watching Joe Rogan was the fucking bullshit he was spouting about this vitamin, this powder, that powder. I'm like, you were just fucking selling shit here. There's no fucking way. There's no way you take all that stuff to undo years worth of damage, and then he's going on the stem cell stuff. I don't know enough about it. But I used to love the Joe Rogan thing when he was about the guests, and now it's all conspiracy theories and people getting smashed out of their skulls and fucking smelling salts. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? How can you go from being a semi-professional podcaster to watching a bunch of guys huffing on smelling salts? And then people being strong, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Do it. And then people are doing it under peer pressure, and I'm like, this is fucking awful. What's my favourite film adaptation of a book that I've read? The Dark Tower. I am absolutely taking the piss. Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings, I loved the books as a child. But it's one of the few occasions where it's like I could reread the book or I could watch the trilogy, and I'll pick the trilogy of movies every time. Every time. I adore The Lord of the Rings. Anyone who says, do it like Palpatine, not going to do it, sorry. Yeah, do it. Joe went way downhill. Yeah, it's become. I used to listen to him a lot when I was delivering and stuff for the factory, and now I can't listen or watch. People change, I guess. In fact, on my way to investigations, I listen to spooky podcasts, but I listen to a lot of just generic people sat around talking shit podcasts. Like the Beard Meets Food podcast, I listen to that. They barely talk about food. It's just three guys sat in the studio chatting shit. They've got a YouTube channel as well, but I'd prefer to listen to it. Love the Hobbit trilogy. I didn't like the Hobbit trilogy. Probably because they made it after the Lord of the Rings, and the effects didn't look as impressive to me. And can't stand the guy. What's his name? He was in the UK office. I keep everything he's in. I keep waiting for him to deadpan down the camera. I can't remember his name. Listen to Uncanny when I'm resting in the afternoon. I love listening to the Uncanny podcast. It's my go-to on my way to spooky things. Try and get myself in the mood and primed. Because if you're primed, you will experience something, as a lot of debunkers will tell you. I prime myself every time. Where's my experiences, damn it? But I know, I'm aware that I'm priming myself, so therefore it's probably pointless. But there we go, I tried. Lord of the Rings is probably the best adaptation of a book they've ever made. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. Martin Freeman, that's him. Yeah. Pisses me off. I can put up with him in the Marvel movies because it's a very small part. But there was a TV show based on the movie Fargo. And the show was so well made, but he was in it, I couldn't get through it. Yeah, he was in Sherlock. He just annoys the piss out of me. Sorry. I hear movement from upstairs. My wife is awake. So I'm going to take this opportunity, my friends, to go and spend some time with my wife before she goes to work on nights. I do appreciate you all hanging around today, you bloody legends. All of you. Thanks for your kindness today. Thank you very, very much. Back and to make something to eat. I'm just ending liking. Like, you know, my wife has surfaced, so I'm going to spend some time with her before she goes to work. It's so confusing. What's confusing? Yeah. I'm going to spend some time with my wife before she goes to work, because that's important. I appreciate you all. He has an annoying attitude in real life towards fans. Ah, well, fuck him. I'm glad I don't like him. Thank you, Fantastic, for clearing that up for me. So I do hope you all have a great rest of your day. There is a video on this channel now about the Jeremy Kyle show if you want to watch that. I have a video at 7 o'clock. Dark Arts TV. Tit. Usual Tuesday tomorrow, Tuesday night live, no live on this channel, and rest of the week I'll let you know because we've got a pretty busy week, to be fair. Much love to you all. Thank you all for hanging around today. If you find some COD later, I might do Paul after the Paranormal Monkey. Paranormal Monkey is live at 8 PM. Don't forget that. Sarah, if you want to watch Fantastic, I don't know, she's always fucking live. Always. Much love to you all. Beardo out. What's that? Why am I on the screen? What the fuck is this? I'm not supposed to be there.
Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a rock. Can I get a rock? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off the bed. Whenever he's live with the tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a rock? Rock. You can get a rock.
I know what it's for. It was for the dad jokes. I was supposed to turn it on and off for the dad jokes. Did you hear about the racing snail that got rid of his shell? It made him a bit sluggish. Bye. stop throwing tomatoes in my chat. I am still here, you know.